You have arrived at your destination.
You are now a loyal follower of the Villain District Podcast.
Somebody was like, finally like, fellas, this looks like blood. Let's be honest.
Why are we laughing? I just put my headphones on. Huh?
What?
Why? What's the
You couldn't hear us without-
blood, because of blood.
We know.
blood? Remember that video? Isn't that? I think that video is funnier than what you guys were saying.
What video?
Good. Blood.
Blood the video?
Blood.
That's not an explanation.
No, that's not.
Okay. Let's take a
Can you
trip.
say it one more time? Maybe I'll get it.
Let's take a trip back. We're taking a trip back to how many? Like 2006 and a half, 7.
Oh, wow.
To the beginning of the YouTubes.
Yeah.
And the start of the viral video. There was this kid, like his
Oh, this is going to be good. I can already tell.
I saw Kent clear his throat, but he covered his mouth.
Yeah. I felt bad because I was like, I think that bled over, and then you just coughed directly.
I felt the cough coming on. I'm like,
Oh, that wasn't
this is
part
my
of the
chance.
video explanation? I thought
No.
that happened like he coughed up blood and the video went viral.
Anyway,
You coughed directly into it like it was an handkerchief, and I no longer felt bad about my
yeah. So it was
my noises.
this kid, and apparently his little sister had like something red on her face, and he thought it was blood, and he's
Yeah.
like, blood, baby Jude, blood, and it's just really funny.
That
'cause, like,
sounds great.
And his dad was laughing at what he was saying, and the kid was getting more so serious as the video went on because like this is urgent.
He had a major concern.
my little sister's bleeding out of her face.
And Dad's laughing.
Dad's laughing.
Oh, that's crazy.
So what was
This
on her
is-
face?
I don't.
They knew they were
Could have been
answered?
blood.
Well,
plot twist? It was just blood.
He was
the
just
whole
a
time.
terrible father.
yeah, he's just a terrible father.
What's happening, guys?
Oh, man.
Doing good.
What goes?
Right.
Yeah.
Blood.
Blood.
goes.
Yeah. Things are.
Has it officially started? Should we be
Yeah.
should we be on our game
Yeah,
now?
behave.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Pretend like you're on a podcast. Matt.
PG-13, right?
Here's the thing.
Oh, is it?
PG?
No.
Since the last time you guys
no.
were on
Okay.
together,
No.
since the last guys you were on this podcast together,
Yeah.
things have derailed.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a different thing altogether.
Man.
This we're like part of the way done now. Like,
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Okay.
Look. You can see how
because
much
it's going.
It's
Yeah,
on
okay.
there.
Right. I see.
I see it.
Is it like when you come back to the water temple as adult Link and it's all frozen over and you're just like, what the hell?
I don't even need to be here.
It is just like that.
Okay.
It's just like that.
Did you guys see the Yoga Hosers trailer? Or
Yeah.
and
That's what you brought us here.
Talk about that. Now that we're recording.
Yeah.
Matt, you just made me think of it because you said something not supposed to be here or something.
Okay.
Oh.
And Harley Quinn Smith says, "I wasn't even supposed to be here today." In the trailer.
References, yeah.
So
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith
Self-reference.
just having a good time with other people's money.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right.
Like, I'm cool with him just making a movie called Me and Johnny Depp. Like, it just seems like it's me and Johnny Depp thought we should spend more time with our daughters, the movie. And
Right.
I think that's
Yeah.
fine. It's not
Yeah.
hurting anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fine.
It's
It's not bad.
it's not
Did you
painful.
guys watch Tusk? I don't know why we're talking about this, but as long as we are.
Yeah, fuck it.
I've not
as long
seen
as we
Tusk.
are. Yeah.
I didn't either. I watched the last Kevin Smith I did. Last time.
one you did.
I was doing Kevin Smith pretty heavy in
Yeah.
the
Right.
80s and 90s, but
I hear that. I hear
no,
that.
last Kevin Smith thing I saw, like, I watched the first 15 minutes of Red State.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
okay.
was like way more upsetting than I thought it was going
Right.
to be.
It was pretty, yeah.
I've yet
Instead
to
of just
see
being
it.
like, I thought it was going to be like, creepy horror, but instead it was
Yeah.
just like, just torturing a gay guy.
Yeah,
And I'm
he
like,
has,
there's enough of that in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, religious people just torturing a gay man.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a little weird. It was a little
Rather than make a
strange.
film about it. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did you like Tusk? Is it good?
It was.
Okay.
I don't know that I can say I liked it.
No.
We went to see it together in
did.
the theater.
Ooh.
With one other person
Yeah.
in America.
Uh-huh. We saw
And,
it.
yeah.
And the thing about new Kevin Smith movies is it's not about whether it's a good movie or not. It's about whether you've listened to his podcast as he came up with the idea. for the
Oh, man.
He's sort of
So-
selling his process of movie making more than he's
Interesting.
selling the movies themselves,
Gotcha.
right?
Interesting.
It's a good
yeah.
angle to take with Bagged and Bored.
Yeah.
you know?
I listened to the
There you go.
podcast where they were just Kevin and what's his face, his other guy on that podcast.
Yeah, producer guy.
Ben Affleck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Negative.
Nailed it.
But they were they came up with this idea because of this Craigslist ad of this guy who really missed his Tusky friend and all
Yeah.
what have you, and they thought that would be a really funny horror movie, and then they were just laughing, cackling about this idea together, and then the movie was born before
Yeah.
the end of the show, and then it was and it was in theaters like 6-8 months later.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It really is.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
It's super weird. So what do you guys been watching lately? Let's do that. Let's keep,
Oh.
as long as we're talking about films.
One of those.
Yeah, why not?
I've been watching Lady Dynamite, which is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's worth the abysmal 4th season of Arrested Development. It's worth that happening.
Okay.
For this to happen.
Okay.
In my
How are those connected? Just because they're
Oh,
Netflix
no,
shows?
it's Mitchell Hurwitz writes it. It's the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he writes the show.
Whoa, I did not know that.
So it's a Netflix show.
It's Maria
It is,
Bamford's
yes.
show.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
haven't I heard of this?
Dude.
Oh, dude, it's great. It's it's
yeah.
her. It's doing this very fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
Just her life jumps around with like her living with her parents and having her emotional breakdown and stuff, and then her trying to get back into life, and it's so good. Like
That sounds really good.
Patton Oswalt shows up.
Patton Oswalt's in it. Anna Gasteyer has an amazing recurring role as
Really?
her agent, who's just batshit insane. It's,
Who else? Mulaney's in it.
Yep.
Yep.
Man.
1 point.
It's
It's good. It's good.
What is the actor who plays her dad? He's like the suffering dad in like everything.
I do not know.
He's one of those actors who you've just seen in a billion things.
Yeah.
But
I can't think of it. I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. I can find out. Talk amongst yourselves.
get that rectangle out.
This isn't that kind of show.
It's not.
This isn't that kind of
Okay.
Ooh.
Right. I see.
He's putting it away.
You're on
it
your
away.
computers
Nope.
at home. You look it up.
Look it up. All right, everybody, be silent. Say the actor's name now. Oh, that was it. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
thanks.
right.
Yeah,
That's
Makes
right.
total sense
Yeah.
now.
I knew it was on the
listeners.
tip of my tongue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tippy.
he's being old tippy.
He's a tipster.
Oh man. So what have you guys been doing? It's we are past the season finale of Bagged and Bored,
Yeah.
which was a fantastic event, by the way. Well
you.
done
Yes,
on all
thank you.
fronts.
Thank
I had a
you,
good
yeah.
time.
Well done,
I remember
Joe. You were on the stage.
the night before.
trippy.
The night before, I got a text from Matt, and it said, "Maybe like wear something nice."
He said,
I'm not saying you never dress nice, but I just didn't want you to, you know.
"Yeah."
and then he said,
Matt was like, "How do you feel about tap dancing? Did you pull that off?"
By the way, that was almost the title of Bagged and Bored. Maybe like wear something nice. That was the working title.
I mean, I had to have him define,
Oh, yeah, you
know,
did.
nice.
Oh yeah,
Right.
That's good.
because I don't know. It's
good to set your
I don't
parameters
want.
like
I don't
that.
want to overdress and look
Right.
like Brian Barrett looked. You know? Looked like a moron. He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen to this show.
He doesn't
even
listen to
though
any
it's
podcasts. He doesn't.
Dress. I assume the parameters were dress less nice than the White House Correspondents' Dinner, but like more nice than the Speedway at Grinstead and
Right.
Bardstown Road.
Right.
Like
So,
those-
Which that
like
one
a
is- that one is
reasonable
pretty
range.
nice.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that one is pretty nice.
Yeah.
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 I thought everyone.
not too nice.
I thought everyone looked
Not too
nice.
nice.
I thought
Not too
everyone
nice.
listened, and they all dressed nice.
Yeah.
I wore a tie, son.
It was very
I wore
good.
a toy.
It was very
Very impressed.
Wasn't a Hawkeye tie, but it was a tie.
Oh, that's right.
Kent Kearney.
My
everyone.
fiance hates that tie.
Does she have something against old Matt Fraction or
no,
just the character in general?
No, just the tie itself.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Is it just a silliness thing?
Just a tie. Yeah, a tie with words.
I mean,
on
it did take me
Likes
a while
Hawkeye,
to.
likes ties, just
Yeah.
not together.
From a distance, I didn't know what it said until I was like up close, and then I was like, oh, it's Hawkeye.
I feel like if it were a Hawkeye from MASH tie, she'd be on board. 'Cause she likes MASH.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So you think it's just the words? Because she like makes scarves with pictures all over them.
She does, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the words.
I'd say
Okay.
she's a scarfster.
Okay.
I'd say.
Scarfster. You did look like a rock, not a rock star. Well, I guess you did kind of look like a rock star.
Stay
but you
with that.
definitely-
Yeah, stay with that. Stay with that. Don't back away. Say
you looked like a rock star.
I
You
was
had
gonna-
the Hawkeye tie. You had the shades. He was definitely a movie star that night. Definitely
Well,
a
right
movie
before
star.
I was telling him right before we started recording that when he was there at the premiere, I was like, I wonder if he's ever gone as Wayne Coyne from the Flaming Lips for Halloween, because that would totally work. You know?
I was
or
going-
just for life, not for Halloween. But
I was going for like how Dave Grohl would dress at the rehearsal for the MTV Movie Awards.
right, good, yeah.
That's I think I pulled it off.
Because
Yeah.
at the award show, it'd just be like his jorts. You know?
Right,
So,
very true.
but yeah, it was good. I
Very
will ask
true.
you guys a question because you all were out in the audience
Yeah.
more than I was, and that was probably my one regret of the evening was I wasn't able to be in two places at once
Right.
because I was running the videos backstage. But from what I could hear, like the energy of the audience was like beyond anything we've experienced so
Oh,
far with
definitely.
Bagged and
Great.
Bored. So
Yeah.
Well, no, because it
No?
covered up my music cues. It wasn't great. Everyone should watch it in a
People were-
vacuum.
quit laughing. You're missing
Do
the music
not
cues and the
laugh
jokes.
at this.
No, it was
No,
lively.
it was. Yeah,
It was really lively.
Everybody,
People-
it was like everybody who was there was pumped to be there. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like everybody was excited to see it. I thought, it was clockwork, man. It worked well.
Great. Yeah, that was one of. I had many moments that night, but one of the biggest was I spoke into like the little communicator headset thing with our audio visual guy,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Go ahead and raise the music, make the music louder and lower the lights so that people know that the show's about to start."
Yeah.
Like, we hadn't done anything yet, and people were already going crazy because the lights were getting lower because they're like, "What are they going to do? It's
Yeah.
happening!" And I was like, "Whoa!" And then I forgot to actually hit play on the first video. And I was like, because I was like so overwhelmed, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to hit spacebar.
Oh yeah, I got to do that. Yeah, right.
I'll say my dad was tickled with Sean Keller.
Really?
He was
Okay,
tickled.
good.
That's
Good.
Keller totally in his element. It was great.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was fantastic.
yeah, he really was. So, what did your dad say? I'm just curious about this. What was the Sean Keller connection there?
Oh yeah,
He was just I don't know. He was just laughing a lot when
Yeah.
that's
He's great. He's
That's
a
what we
great
were hoping.
host.
That's what we were hoping.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why we
You
made him the
yeah.
host.
The thing, the couple that I remember that he said, and I assume I can say these on a podcast because it's over now.
Sure,
but
why
he
not?
was like, he was talking about how we all need to something, and he was saying that's what Muhammad Ali would have wanted because it was that day. And then he was like, with only 3 months to 9/11 or something like that.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was very nice.
He did the perfect thing of like addressing the fact that Muhammad Ali's funeral
Yeah,
was dead, just
exactly.
addressing the elephant in the room
Just
and
getting
not
it out.
making it weird.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
it was a perfectly tasteful
Yeah.
joke. It was like
Yeah.
it was like
it was very good.
yeah.
Absolutely. No,
Yep.
it's a great-
Hosting so hard.
great.
So
He's
hard.
hosting.
Yeah, so
hard.
I guess it's because I was busy doing other things, but I had no idea of the extent of all the things that were happening at the premiere.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Because I think there was a rehearsal or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was probably mixing something for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were mixing two videos, two, right? And maybe
Two.
some like last minute songs for the finale.
Joe's like, wait, one? What?
Crap. No. Yeah, there was a whole thing. April kind of was at the charge of exactly what all would happen on stage as far as the overall vibe, and she was very adamant about making sure things were PG-13 and all this different stuff, and things were approved through her and Sean Keller. So a lot of things I didn't know what was happening until a few days before, where they were like, "Oh, we have music cues when like I'm going to do this and I'm
Yeah.
going to be tap dancing and stuff like that." So yeah, it was nice to everyone wanted to kind of surprise one another with their material, but for something like this where we had almost 200 people there,
Gaither's
we
like,
kind of
"No."
were like,
No surprises.
we wanted to be on our A game. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I think everyone like was on their A game that night, and
I
it was
mean-
great because you didn't even have to run out and stall with Roger
I
Rabbit
didn't
stuff.
know Roger Rabbit this time.
Because
I was
honestly,
prepared to
yeah.
at any moment.
I've seen you do that twice now, actually. At two different premieres. So.
But yeah, it didn't have to happen that night, and that was what another thing that made it so great was everybody was on. There was no problems with the lights or the videos or anything like that. It just everything was like clockwork. So good stuff.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I thought you were talking about keeping it PG-13. I thought who was it that played that really well?
You thought Ronan did a terrible job.
Yes.
No, I
keeping
it was
PG-13.
That was great. That was a clever way to keep it PG-13.
Yeah.
Like
You tickle him a little bit.
Exactly.
Let
Just
him tickle it.
Yeah, exactly.
He did Miss Susie Had a Steamboat, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's interesting. I would never have thought of it that way.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it was, wasn't it?
Pulled the old Miss Susie Had a Steamboat. Old comedian trick.
So what have you guys been into since then? What's going on? It's taking a breath, taking a minute. Yeah,
it's been hard for me, honestly.
That was a culminating moment. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to give myself like a week to just like not do anything bad other than uploading the episode to YouTube.
Yeah, right.
I was trying to like not really do anything super Bagged&Bored related, and I just couldn't do it.
Failed.
I bought a sketchbook or whatever and started already coming up with ideas for.
Right.
Well, I had all these ideas, but I just haven't they've been floating in my head for season 2.
Sure.
So to finally get them out on paper and everything
Totally.
was therapeutic in a way, I guess, because
Yeah.
it's like I got to relieve this pressure, and then finally I'm like, okay, oh yes, there it is.
Yeah.
That sounded odd, but
We're gonna isolate.
No, that
the
sounded
listeners at home.
just right.
We're
the
gonna
listeners
isolate
at home,
that,
I was just
for sure.
sketching.
Yep. We're gonna
Nothing
play
else.
that in just back to
Set
back
the-
for about 5 minutes. At
Do you
the
make a
end.
remix of that?
Just
Yeah,
that.
we're calling it sketching now.
Nice.
But no, it's once you've been working on it kind of nonstop for the last 2 years, it is difficult to just stop.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And in some cases, you kind of can't because you also don't want to lose the momentum. So
Sure.
we're in a weird spot where it's like we're done, but we're not totally
yeah.
done. So
It's a good opportunity though to kind of fill your head with a lot of other media though, right? Just to kind of we were actually talking about this earlier, but I had a writing professor who I look up to a lot, and you always hear stories of writers going off into the wilderness and being secluded as they write. But he's like, okay, first of all, as a writer, like you don't want to ever cut off your input. Your input is what fuels your output,
Right.
And cutting off the input is like, bad idea,
Right.
So now you can get caught up on Breaking Bad or whatever.
Yeah.
Roseanne.
Yeah.
Whatever
Roseanne,
was on when you started.
yeah. I needed to see how that all turned out.
Yeah. Exactly.
DJ.
Not well, as I recall.
He was dead the whole
Either
time.
one, yeah.
Yeah,
He kind of did do that.
yeah. I guess.
I know we were talking at the. I went the other day. Well, we both went to see Ronan Hirschberg and Sean Keller's.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah,
you
it was
hosted.
great.
Yeah. Which was all very funny, as per usual. Very, very funny. But we were talking about that, and you were showing me some of your like DVD sketches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like asking you if you were taking a break, and you were like, "No, I'm still at it. Whatever, still thinking about it." And I was like, "I feel like you just need to take a hard left turn until season 2 and do like an independent horror movie. Like I would love to see Matt.
Man,
I would love to see Matt Gaither's like whatever, something with
Kent
blood
Kearney
in the
in
name.
Red State.
Exactly. Yeah.
Red State 2.
Yeah. But just some horrible, just awful, just the most horrifying thing you could make. I would be
Godzilla
very interested.
98. Here
That
we go.
sounds
Yeah, for that.
ridiculously fun to me. by
I'll
the
cover
way.
myself
Yeah.
in corn syrup
Right.
for Matt Gaither.
Yeah.
Would you? Great.
Off camera, just for fun.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need to document
Yeah.
that.
No, come on. It's a private times. Yeah. But I don't know. Do you have any aspirations? That's a good question, actually. Do you have any aspirations to do something that's like hard in the other direction, like creatively? Like something super weird and not like.
Yeah, there's some ideas floating around. I wouldn't say it's completely off in the different direction, but I had been talking to Sean Smith and Patrick Passafume about doing some just kind of like very easy, like 2-minute sketch comedy that we put on the YouTube channel just to kind of fill the gap in between now and season 2, because we most likely we'll start filming season 2, hopefully, in 2017. Sure. That's a long time until we actually finally start production on that. So we don't want people to forget about us, and we don't want people to forget about the channel, Pixel Brains channel. So having stuff like that on there would be good. And I'm always looking to collaborate, but nothing too crazy. Like I'm thinking everything would be, we lost power on everything.
Okay.
I'm going to keep talking. There we go. It's raining outside, so it just it cut out, I think. No, it was just Joe messing around.
I done it.
Joe messed everything up.
Joe done did it.
But it would be very kind of 2-minute shorts of just off the wall stuff. Non-Bagged and Bored related. But a lot of, much like Tarantino or Kevin Smith, I'm probably going to be using all of the same cast members.
Sure, yeah.
So Kent, how would you like to be in
you do
in something?
Anything
the corn syrup and everything. Yeah.
Anytime I'm in a room with anything in a room with Sean Smith and Patrick Passy.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Funny fellards. Mm-hmm. It's a long time till 2017. So
Is it though? Is it?
It is. It is. So just one short film, just
one short film.
There's a start and a stop. Once it's stopped, it's stopped. You know what I'm saying?
That is nice.
Let's do that.
I'm confused.
That's why Joe brought you here.
Okay, good.
To pitch his horror movie.
Yeah, exactly.
What I'm saying is, if we're not doing the horror movie, you guys can maybe leave.
Though I will say we are, we're building up the special features for the DVD. Well, the DVD /
Do I get an extended cut?
Yeah, you'll get an extended cut.
Oh, for real?
There's a lot of stuff that we didn't use. Yeah,
I was just being.
That was just like a sampler.
Being a TIRD, if you know what I'm saying.
You'll have more things to say. There were a lot more things that you mentioned.
A lot more ums.
A lot more ums. And a lot more coughing.
I've had this cough for 3.5 weeks. It's
that's the worst.
Stupid. It won't go away.
It started that night.
It started that night. And I was actually sick for over a week, probably a week and a half. And then I just wasn't sick anymore. And now, but I just
still lingering.
Yeah, it's just there's something deep inside of me that
deep inside
wants to get
out.
out.
Yeah, I was right there with you.
3EB.
Forever.
But yeah, I actually have to I have to sit down and interview you at some point. Kent Kearney.
I've been interviewing.
He was super busy. Everyone was super busy going into the finale, but you had the roast of Prince that you were a part of, dressing in drag for that.
Yep. My chest hair is growing back. I played Janis Joplin.
Oh wow!
I wore a low cut dress at I bought a dress at Dot Fox on Bardstown Road, and it was my first encounter with the patriarchy as a dude, because that was the only thing my size. I went through everything else was smalls, and I'm like, this is horseshit.
Yeah, exactly.
I did a double take. I did
real women and men dressed as women have curves.
Exactly.
I did a double take. I honestly didn't know it was you at first.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and the wigs and the huge sunglasses. Which I kept, and I'm still kind of wear around.
Why not?
Did you return the dress?
Nope. He wears it all the time.
Okay.
No, I would I'll do that to a Walmart or whatever,
right.
but I'm not gonna sweat into a dress for 4 performances and then try to return it to a local business. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Walmart, I'll happily do that.
Sure.
But,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I think I had a friend who once bought I don't know, some sort of electronic or something at Walmart and then returned it. But just return the box.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And they took it.
They didn't open it.
They don't give a shit.
They don't care.
No.
Yeah.
I had that happen. We my Christmas when I was 8 or something. My parents bought us an NES for Christmas, and then they had the box wasn't empty, but the one they bought was clearly a broken one that someone just shoved into a box and then returned. So we got we got a free game out of it. So
there you
nice.
go. Yeah,
that worked out.
That's not bad,
dude. I remember when I got my NES.
Oh right,
it was a game changer.
Dude.
Absolutely.
Everyone remembers their first time with the NES.
Don't talk about
remember
your Sega.
I'm not talking about my Sega. I'm talking about NES. But the first game, my dad rented an NES, which you could do in our town.
Right. Yeah.
So he rented a game system, and then he got a game from the place, and the game that he decided would be really fun for me
Oh no.
was Where's Waldo? The
What?
and
That is not fun.
don't get me wrong, Dad. I'm sure you're listening, and I really appreciated it. But it was a mouse game. Like you moved a cursor around,
man.
and you clicked on Waldo.
It is a terrible
And
game.
if it wasn't
no.
him, and it's 8-bit, like you can't tell
Yeah.
what anything is. Like it's
Yeah.
all red and white.
Just get the,
And, yeah.
Games where they tried to shove a mouse action into like cartridge games, it's always the worst.
Yeah,
Just don't
absolutely.
do that.
man,
See,
just get the books, Mr. Simpson. Those books were great. Just get the books.
Analog technology.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I bought one NES game ever, and it was NBA Jam. But
They made that for Nintendo, the original.
You're not thinking of Super
I'm
Nintendo?
thinking of Super Nintendo.
You
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
You
yeah.
are.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
That's
never
all right.
mind.
NBA Jam.
Super. Let's talk
Podcast over.
Let's talk about Super Nintendo. SNES.
Okay, the
Okay?
SNES.
The SNES.
I had a Sega, but some of that
I did
spills
too.
over.
Yeah.
NBA Jam.
Yep.
NBA Jam.
NBA Jam.
Yeah, crossover.
It's a divided room. Yeah.
You see, I got mine. I got a SNES for my birthday, and it came with Super Mario Brothers and a bonus game, Mario Kart.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And later on, I got NBA Jam, but those were the only 3 games I ever had
Oh, wow.
with that system. We would go to like what was that video place down there by Big Lots?
That was called Movie
That was
Warehouse.
the title of it.
Yeah.
Video place by Big Lots.
Yeah.
I'd go to the movie warehouse and I'd buy the Marvel game or rent the Marvel game like every other week.
Yeah.
That had like you could play as Wolverine and
Right.
schnicky and then
Oh,
like climb up the walls.
Yep.
Oh, that's,
Um,
Oh,
that's
you
a
can
great
climb
game.
the walls. Yeah, I remember
I
that.
remember thinking like
Yeah.
this is something else.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh, yeah.
am these people.
Yeah.
You know?
What
Yeah,
was that
for
game?
sure.
What was that game?
Were you talking about the X-Men game?
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
the X-Men game?
great.
I think it was
Yeah.
just the X-Men.
Sega had that.
Had
Yep.
to be a subtitle though.
Yep.
There's always a subtitle.
I think it was just X-Men.
I feel
Alright.
like it was. I
Yeah.
feel like it was, yeah.
There was X-Men Children of the Atom was the fighting game, if
yeah.
I remember
Oh,
correctly.
okay. Yeah.
And then, but yeah, I think the regular game was just X-Men.
Yeah.
It's great.
Fair enough.
Did you,
some
guys,
reason-
did you guys play the Wolverine NES game?
No.
That was
No.
a weird game. Yeah.
Whoa.
You got to, it was weird because it was like, it was cool because you were Wolverine, but also it had all that weird NES stuff where like a giant cheeseburger fills your health. Like you're fighting Magneto, but also like grabbing a giant cheeseburger
Yes.
in midair. So it was weird. But
Yeah,
it's a cool
you are.
game.
That's very
That's
weird.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I actually never had an NES. I'd go over to my a friend of mine's house, and she would have just a Paperboy and
Yeah.
Mario
Nice.
Bros.
Classic.
And it's like if you get hurt,
Yeah.
if you fall off the
Yeah.
toadstool or whatever you do,
Yeah.
you gotta start from the top.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You actually had to be good at the game.
Like
It was
like
brutal.
now, if you pick up any game,
Oh, dude.
you have to
Yeah.
be super skilled to play it. I'm not like I can't first person shooters. I
Right.
don't know.
Oh,
Right.
I'm walking into the corner like boop, 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 boop. I just can't. I can't orient myself. But if you die, doesn't matter.
You start immediately back.
doesn't matter.
I went over to my parents' house for Father's Day. And they have custody of my nephew, and he's 12, and he has an Xbox and all that shit. And like
Yeah.
we spent a good like 2 hours him just brutalizing me at Call of Duty. Just like it wasn't
Yeah.
even close.
Yeah.
Like he kept upping the ante. He was like, okay. I'll just use handguns and
Right.
you use whatever you want, and
Nice.
then it became okay. I'll just run up and knife you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you try to shoot me with
I've been-
like every gun.
I've been in the same scenario.
Embarrassing.
Yes.
They're like,
Yep.
Apparently, a game exists called for Xbox called Rare Replay, where
Yes.
you can get a bunch of games like GoldenEye and shit. And
Yep.
he was talking about that game
Yep.
because that's what happens when we get together. He just talks to me nonstop about all the Xbox games he
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
has or wants, which is fine with me. I'm like, that's
Sure.
cool. I love to do that.
it's his passion. It's fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. It's exactly what I was like at 12. Like,
Yeah,
it's
totally.
great. But he was talking about that game, and I was like, get that shit. I will
Yeah.
fucking dominate you at
I was going to say
GoldenEye. I was-
two things.
Yeah.
One, GoldenEye's not on the Rare Replay.
It's not.
Oh, it's not.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, it's
It is.
what?
It is
Sadly, it
tied
is
up in
not
so
on there.
many
What is the point?
video game licenses.
Perfect Dark is on
Perfect
there.
Dark is.
Perfect Dark
Yeah.
is on there. Yeah, right.
It's tied up in so many because like Nintendo owns a chunk of it. rare, like old rare or
Oh,
whatever,
God.
and then whatever golden
Can't we just have a
whatever James Bond licensing. it's
United
like
Artists and
it's all messed
MGM.
up. But I was
Can't
gonna
we-
say, just get a Nintendo 64
Yeah.
and school him
That's what I
in
need.
GoldenEye.
Can't we just have a Roger Rabbit moment where all the companies get together
Yeah.
and realize it would be great if we could play GoldenEye on the Xbox, and you should make it happen.
Yeah.
And I think
Smile, darn
Yeah,
yes,
smile.
it's easy to forget what a precious moment Roger Rabbit was, right?
Oh yeah.
Man. Like, I didn't realize watching it. I used to watch it on like repeat as a kid.
Me
too.
And the dueling
No, I don't believe it.
the dueling pianos, like I was thinking,
so
that's
great.
so neat that they're there together.
But yeah, and
Never
then
again.
you go back and it's you don't realize as a kid what an incredible accomplishment that movie is. The fact
Yeah.
that it's so much red tape had to be cut through in order to make that happen. Like I read where the reason Daffy and Donald are in a scene of Mickey and Bugs is because the agreement that Disney and Warner Brothers made is that we'll do this, but like our big characters have to have the exact same amount of screen time. So they're just like,
okay.
all right, we'll just put them in the same scene
them in the
together.
same
That's
scene.
why.
So
That's why
there
at
are
the end-
tiers. There are
Yeah.
tiers of like
Yeah.
character.
A team, B team. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mickey
Woody
and Bugs.
Woodpecker is just happy to be there.
Yeah.
He'll go ha 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 at the very end.
Yep,
That'll
that's
be
it.
fine.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that's such a good movie. The special effects still hold up. It's
Right.
It's incredible.
I couldn't imagine the process of trying to make something like animation's one thing,
Right.
Like, drawing like frame after frame, especially back before
all hands are
yeah.
on.
pushing
Yeah.
keys or whatever did it,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? Is that how you do it?
That's how you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I've never done that, but
exactly.
Bob Hoskins had hallucinations afterward.
Really?
Because from just like from pretending a bunny was there so
Oh,
well.
my
'cause
God.
Yeah.
it's seamless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It's seamless. It's great.
Yeah. It looks like Bob Hoskins is yelling at a cartoon rabbit the whole time.
Right.
There's no it's so good.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There was probably a lot of preparation that went into making
No,
that
man.
movie.
All on the fly.
Yeah.
Improv.
I will wing it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We're gonna do it like Curb. That's what they were saying at the beginning, even before. Yeah, but also when we were talking about Rare Replay, one of the things I wanted to say, there was a night when Matt Gaither was playing Rare Replay.
Yes.
At my house.
Oh, that's what that
Oh,
was.
yeah.
That's what that was at like 3 a.m.
Yep.
Was playing that, and the next day, Maggie, my girlfriend, was like, "He knew a lot about that game." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm sure he did." I don't even know what game. I was like, "I don't even know what game it was," but yeah,
The
I could see
Saving
him
Private
knowing a lot.
Ryan game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what she said. She
We were
said there
playing-
was something about.
Wait,
We
does
were
that
play-
exist?
No. We were playing Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Okay, yeah,
And there's an
Yep,
entire
Oh, that's
parody.
right.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of the stages are parodies of popular movies like
Okay.
in the late 90s.
Yeah. I
remember
And
you
so,
telling me.
yeah, so like Saving Private Ryan was one and The Matrix was another because of course, if you had something in the late 90s and it was a comedy, of course it was going to parody The Matrix because everybody did.
Looking at you, Shrek. Looking your way.
But yeah, I was playing that. That was Joe's surprise birthday party night, and then
Well, that was funny because you took total direct. You went total director at the end because we were all standing there. It was at the point
Yeah.
where it was starting to get really loud in the club,
it was kind of frustrating.
and I was getting
it
a
was.
sore throat from having to talk
Yeah.
to my friends. And Matt's like, "Listen, guys, listen. I'm really good at making decisions. I've been making a lot of decisions lately. We're gonna go back to Will's and we're gonna play video games."
Bam.
And I said,
It's true,
and we
It's
were
true.
like, "Boom,
that's
let's do it.
amazing.
Let's go."
Like
Yep.
Joe was just like, I don't know, I don't
Executive.
care. Just
Dude.
like whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
just happy to be here.
It's like
I'm
Yeah,
30. I'm
exactly.
Gets
happy
things
to be
done.
here.
It's great that you can I just use you as like a service to do that? Like call you up and be like, I'm actually with somebody. You don't know them, but we're trying to pick a restaurant.
Can you direct me
Like,
to
yeah,
this?
I don't know I don't know what I'm doing. We both don't care.
I love
Just
it.
decide my life.
Yeah, I think that would be
Absolutely.
something good to do on the side.
Cool.
With
Yeah,
Bagged
so-
and Bored kind of
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, exactly. A
hiatus for
little
now.
horror movie.
I miss ordering. There was
Decide to make a horror movie.
where else did that happen? Where else did that happen? I feel like it was somebody's party. Maybe it was a party at your house
might
or
have
something. But like I
Might
was
well have
like,
been.
I felt like I was like, should someone make an announcement or something that like the burgers are done or like whatever? And like they were like, no, quit trying to
Oh, you're
like,
right. That was
control things.
the roast cookout. Is
That's what it was. Yeah. I think that's what it was. I was like, should there be an
Nice.
announcement or something? Like, should we like organize like people over here, over there? And you're like, no. Just let it go.
Leave it alone.
Leave it
Gaither.
alone.
Leave it alone.
No, that's it. I think that's a valuable social function that you're
I
providing
don't
there.
know. It's probably just withdrawals from
You have to have,
from, the,
you have to,
from not directing.
should we
people.
announce the burgers are done and then film it from this angle? Is that what we should do?
Guys, we're losing daylight. Let's get those burgers.
Yeah,
on.
can we get an alternate take? You botched the flipping of that burger.
All right, guys, and one for safety.
We're going to need a nice score for these burgers, Joe. Can you do it?
We can fix that burger in an episode.
Yeah. So let's talk about the writing process for season 2 because I've heard things are going to be changing up a little bit.
Rumor mill.
Going to be some more.
I know, man.
Some more taters in the stew.
It's all gonna be all improv. We're gonna Christopher Guest this.
We're just gonna show up, yeah.
Now I've said it before, and
Just
I'm
like
gonna-
Roger Rabbit. All improv.
Yeah. They
Totally
all on the
improv.
fly. Judd Apatow directed Roger Rabbit. Not a lot of people know that.
That's why it was so good.
Yeah, right.
Why it was so good.
That's why the DVD is 3 hours long.
So I've said it before. I'm going to say it again.
Sure.
Season 2 needs one musical episode because
Ooh, interesting.
Buffy did it.
Yeah.
Buffy did it.
And clearly that's your main influence for
Plus,
the show.
I've been listening. I've been listening to a lot of Hamilton lately, getting my history out.
Yeah.
We are looking to take a lot of cues from Buffy. We are going to kill
Right.
one of our 2 lesbian characters.
As soon as we create the lesbian characters.
Yeah.
It's all going to
We
happen
introduce
in one
them all
episode.
in the
Yeah.
same episode.
One
and then
episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was looking for a way to like tie Jake into that in my brain,
Right.
But
Didn't happen. Didn't show up. All right. I'm very sorry.
Jake's the
about that.
terror of the show, right? We all agree on that.
he's
Sure,
a terror.
yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Fair enough. I didn't watch Buffy, so I have
who's
no
his,
idea. I'm just nodding.
Oh, you know what? Oh, you
I did not know.
Oh, it's about time. That's what you
avoid-
should do with your time off.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix, dude. It's
There you
on
go.
Netflix.
There we go.
And when you realize that you can skip season 4, it takes
It
a
makes
while.
sense.
Hi-oh. Wait, was that the season with the musical? Be honest with me
No,
right now.
I don't think it is. Is it?
I felt like the musical was
It
later than
wasn't.
that, right?
Yeah,
was
yeah,
later.
I don't think
Yeah.
it is.
It
I
was-
think season 4's only redeeming episode is the what are they called? The Gentlemen or whatever. Those creepy people who took everyone's voice.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet,
God.
Kent. This is really intriguing.
Not a spoiler.
Spoiler.
Oh, it's not?
Not at
Okay.
all a spoiler.
They took everyone's voice, so they just like Ursula.
Yeah, it was a whole
basically?
thing.
So they're
just,
Ursula.
you know, just watch
All right.
watch Buffy.
I'll watch.
So wait, Joe, what was your question?
So
was a
yeah, I'm
question.
sorry. We
No,
derailed it with
we-
Buffy talk.
You know,
So you're building more of a writer's room for season 2, correct?
Yes.
Which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Because I think, well, for one reason, can I just say these things or should I cut these out?
you can all. We're not live. You can say whatever. you want.
So,
Go for it.
for example, April's going to be in the writing room for
She
season
is.
2.
She is.
And she has what I like to call a female
What-
perspective.
What you and the
that-
business like
and
to
it
call.
fills me with joy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a I don't know if you guys heard that. We had a little you didn't hear it.
No one noticed because of how seamlessly you edited it in the future.
I'm great.
Right.
And you're going to hear a little bit more of an echo because I think it was the bit rate or buffer size
I
was
see.
giving us a little trouble.
Gotcha.
We
So-
said a lot of sexist things about April, and you
Right.
had
Way to go.
Divine
We have to remember
intervention.
all those again.
Well, she's not here, so
Right. So
What was your question? I'm sorry.
writers'
so
room.
yeah, so
what
the
we're
writers'
talking
room. We're talking about the writers' room. You
Yes.
said something about how all Craig's ideas are garbage. you're some kind of goaltending monster. And
That's not
Right
true.
what I'm already thinking, Craig.
That's
right what
not
I'm already
true.
thinking.
There's a lot of improv and everything that happens on set. Yes, everything you said there was true. No. There's a lot of improv that happened already on set, but I think, and there's still going to be, but I feel like the more that we have kind of lined up, the better. And by having these writers' room where it's going to be me, Craig, Kent, April, and Sean Keller, it's going to do nothing but help because they know kind of the three main characters now. We're at an advantage now instead of a disadvantage, which was let's make a web series. We've never made a web series before. You've all never been in a web series. Maybe play this character, which is just a socially awkward gamer guy, and then that socially awkward gamer guy became Adam Shanks,
Right.
Right.
who wears
Right.
a bow tie and a mustache and all that different stuff.
Yeah.
And is from Fargo.
And it's from Fargo, right? Yeah. So nowhere was that anywhere in the script. So I think just being able to we have to do season 2 way different than season 1 because season 1 was a very start-stop process of
Right.
let's
Yeah.
write this episode, it's done, let's immediately jump into the other one and write it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was just literally living episode to episode, and we want to make sure that we have a roadmap from beginning to end for the second season, so that
That's
we
good.
can,
Smart.
so that we can actually know exactly what we're crowdfunding. Where it's like, okay, we know that we need props for this episode. We
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
we need costumes for this one.
Right.
We need to rent a location for this. This actor is in this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So
Totally.
it's going to do nothing but help us prepare overall. So when we do have our final, we'll have several different writers meetings first, but when we do have our first official, big season 2 meeting, everybody will be able to sit in on it, and they'll have the script for episode 1 all the way to question mark.
So
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
going to be a thing where Craig will kind of take over like a showrunner kind of thing? Or is
Not
it?
sure.
Or will each person?
It'll
or
be
will-
nice because instead of like Craig being mad at you and you being mad at Craig, it'll be 5 people all being angry with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
I look
called
forward to that.
Diffusion.
Yeah.
Diffusion. Yeah, exactly. It's good.
Honestly,
Exactly.
I think it's going to come down to probably just, I feel like I'm repeating myself because this will be in our top secret meeting, but hey, everyone gets to hear about it on the Villain District podcast, a Villain District exclusive. That's
right.
One
One of many.
Yeah.
One
you hear
of
that,
many.
Mom?
Yeah.
You hear that, Mom? You're going to hear
really-
stuff before
We
other
really
people
did it
is.
now.
It's gonna be. We're all gonna sit down and sign off on a final episode. No one's gonna be like, it's behind anyone's back. It's not gonna be like this episode's done. And
Sure.
Kent's like, I never even got a chance to look at it or
Yeah.
suggest
So,
anything.
Right.
as far as
Right.
like actually penning the script, is there going to be like, is it going to be different people on different scripts?
Yeah, I would like to try it that way. For example, there has been much talk about a Zoe and Veronica episode. I'm going to let April take the lead on that because it's a very female driven
Right.
episode. So,
So-
why would we have a bunch
so-
of men writing that
Right,
episode,
so-
right?
so-
Why didn't she take the
Right.
lead on that one? So
So the writers will meet, come up with the ideas for
Yeah.
that script.
Usually-
April will go away, write the script, come back,
Yeah.
meet.
yep. And
And
then
potatoes.
And then we'll either take away a lot of our ideas or expand on them or
Right.
whatever.
If her
It's just a-
ideas are too female,
Yeah, we can't have that.
I mean,
Can't have
let's be reasonable.
Same goes for Kent.
We
Yeah,
like we're
Kent's
not
idea
gonna.
If there's
too
too much
female.
Roger Rabbit
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
script,
We're
we
not
gotta-
gonna like pass the Bechdel test or anything
No,
crazy.
no,
like
nothing
that.
like that. Actually, I would appreciate it if there was a sexy lamp in one of
Absolutely.
these episodes.
Yeah.
that would be
Sexy
nice.
lamp.
Isn't that part of the Bechdel test?
There has, yeah, the Bechdel test is that there has to be a
No.
sexy lamp.
Part of the
Christmas
Bechdel
story?
test. One of them is 2 female characters talking not about a man, whatever.
Right.
But another one is it's a
Not-
similar test, which is called the sexy lamp test. Which is
Really?
if a
That's
female character could be replaced with a sexy lamp, you're not passing the test. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that happened. So that happened in a
So
Christmas,
what you
a
said?
Christmas story was
Yeah.
the sexy leg.
What
lamp?
you said was
Absolutely.
valid. What you said was valid and not nonsense.
Yeah.
Which is what I believed
Yeah.
up until a
It
second
seems
ago.
like-
Nice.
yeah.
the sexy lamp.
I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking
No,
about,
I'm just
but I'm on board.
I'm just into sexy lamps.
oh,
now.
that's a good. No,
It's just
I like
my thing.
that.
Yeah.
You know?
So originally,
I'll build them.
in a
It's
Christmas
level.
story,
Yeah.
it was a love affair between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
But then
It was
the
a
lamp.
darker movie. It's a much darker.
Came in a box. It was awful.
Yeah, and
Her name was Fragile.
Ralphie's
actually.
mom killed,
It was
Yeah.
and Ralphie's mom actually killed Fragile.
oh yeah,
Dark, man.
and he couldn't save her life because she used up all the glue on purpose.
But yeah, to go back
Speaking
to I
of the
guess,
horror
original
movie you're gonna
question. Right? To go back to finish up the answer to the question, which I don't know if I have fully or not yet.
No, you
But
haven't
I'll-
begun to answer my question.
We will. There's a lot of bullet points and flashpoints that I already have in my head, but like we have to. Some of them might go away because when Kent, Sean, Craig, or April get a hold of a script, it might go a completely different way, and I don't want my ideas to completely roadblock just how the story naturally
Right.
progresses. You know,
We might decide the show's about a Victorian doctor.
exactly. No.
Hashtag upgrade.
But we that's the thing is like, at the end of the day, all of us are wanting to make the season and on all the episodes as best as they can be. So occasionally ideas will get squashed, but I hope that nobody takes it personally.
No,
we're all trying to make it, because a lot of my ideas didn't fly for episode 1, season 1. And I was like, that makes sense, because just the way that Kent all of a sudden played a certain character, or Sean played his character a different way. The story called for it. Like, even though you have these best laid plans, you gotta just go with what's flowing natural with the story. You don't want to be like, I really want to work this idea in, and then it derails everything. Yeah. So
I do recall a lot of your autoerotic asphyxiation stuff didn't
fly out. Didn't pan out for that final episode.
Some of it made it, but a lot of it didn't.
Yeah. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
I mean, like a lot of it.
It really bums me out that was not in the finale.
But I respect your discipline that you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if Danny Elfman will score 50 Shades of Grey, I'll score that.
Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Get the shit out of here.
It's a real thing. He scored that movie.
Oh man, that poor bastard.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a week.
He was itching for a paycheck, I guess.
Has he done anything between that and Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies?
Dude, didn't he do like...
It's a serious question. I don't know.
Did he work on
He's-
Avengers?
It's got to be anything.
No.
Tim
He worked
Burton's.
on Age of
Did he?
Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
Oh, really?
That's
Brian
right.
Tyler scored the movie, but he added additional music because it was just too big of a monster for one guy to finish in that amount of time. But I mean, he's done he did anything Tim Burton's done. So he
Right.
did that. What
Oh,
Bright
that makes
Eyes
sense.
or
Big Eyes.
Big Eyes?
I was going to say Bright Eyes.
Okay, that's right. I forgot.
Connor Oberst.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh man, they
That's-
should have
yeah.
got Bright Eyes. To
Yeah.
Big Eyes.
Should have, yeah. God. I hope for 50...
And you're locked in a room, painting paintings all day.
It's your birthday, darling. Happy birthday.
I don't know if that was a real Connor Oberst lyric or if you were just parodying Connor Oberst lyrics.
He doesn't know.
Right.
Very,
that's true.
very-
That's true. Yeah.
I just know the one where they have a plane crash at the beginning. What album was that?
Yeah, I know what that
Say, happy birthday, darling.
I know what it looked like.
We're going to a party. We're going to a birthday party.
It's a birthday.
Very, very, very happy that you're here.
Yeah.
And we crashed into the deep blue sea. Ding, ding, ding,
And it was a
ding.
wonderful... Here's a folk album.
Yeah, it was a wonderful splash. Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone died.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. That was the end of that album.
Right.
Well, the end of the first song anyway.
Yeah.
What other questions do you have, Joe? Or Will?
What other Bright Eyes related?
Yeah, what other Bright Eyes?
Let's try
Actually,
let's try to keep it Bright Eyes
Do you have any
related.
saves the day questions?
saves the... Ooh. Oh, that'd
How
be a
good
whole,
was that video where
that's
they
a
just
whole different
rotated the guy?
podcast.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right?
At your funeral.
Not your
Yeah.
funeral.
Yeah. And
I
everything was
will
fast
see.
motion in the back, but he was normal.
Yeah.
I will be the pig,
That's right.
which
That's
was I always found odd, but
Remember that
You know.
song, that Saves the Day song where the last time that I saw you
Oh yeah.
August of 99.
Oh, what a great
I should
song.
have had my hammer and there for you, rusty spikes.
I remember.
It was a violent song.
Jeez.
Saves the day. Like
Violent.
I did a lot of double takes. Like
Yeah.
with Save the Day lyrics. You got to. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. This. Oh, wait, what did he say?
Oh, he's hammering his neighbor
He's happy.
to
He
the
is
Throw
happy
lemonade in
about
your
that.
face
Yeah.
and watch you cry.
Yeah.
It's
why not?
That's
Why
not.
not?
That's not upbeat.
I mean, but it fits the state of mind I have right now because of my adolescence.
Tonight. It's a fun drinking game. Put on a Saves the Day album, and every time he pronounces tonight, you do a shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
hammered.
They had a,
Yeah.
they had a terrible. I remember, since we're on Saves the Day all of a
Yeah, of
sudden.
course.
That's how it goes.
I remember.
You're
I got into Saves the Day late. That sounds like a different band. Saves the Day late.
Yeah.
Saves Daylight.
They weren't
Savings.
as good.
But I got
weren't
into
as
them kind of later, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get whatever. Immediately, I'm gonna get whatever their new album is, which was like In
Reverie.
In Reverie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
awful.
Yeah.
That was just
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, that was
That was very bad.
I don't
that was
recall
their
that
whole
one.
emo and pop punk is over, but we're still trying to make music.
gonna
do it.
thing.
Yeah.
That hurt a lot of people. That
That
era.
hurt me very
Reverie.
bad.
Yeah.
What was the
That was a
one
rough
with
time.
under the floor, under the boards?
There was
under the
one
I feel like
that I was okay
05.
with.
I feel like
That was
I
it was
dug that
dark.
album. It was
Yeah.
that must have been
With
their
Sound the
apology.
Alarm
I
on
think.
I don't
it.
think. Yeah.
I think that was
Maybe it was
that was
called
their
Sound the
apology
Alarm.
album because they were like, sorry about in Riviera. Is it what is it?
Reverie.
In
Reverie.
Reverie?
Yeah.
I've always been saying in Riviera.
Oh, you've been incorrect.
That's the.
They did a Frank Sinatra.
I was gonna say that's Vegas. I think. It's,
Yeah.
Tonight.
So yeah, they were like,
We're
oh,
gonna.
we're sorry. Here's this. Oh man, saves the day.
My goodness.
Will and I
Yeah.
recently just went and saw "Say Anything" in concert.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys ever listen to that?
Yeah. He's a real boy. It's a great
yeah.
album.
They played a lot off that album.
God, they were good.
And I don't know what it
Say
was,
anything.
but the air was electric. Okay, okay, it was good. It was very good.
It was a very good show.
very good.
The only saves the day, or not saves the day. Say anything.
Anything.
Say anything, right? Say anything does "Walk Through Hell," right? Did they did a song like that, or is that a deep cut?
You're thinking of All American Rejects.
No.
Gonna walk through hell. Gonna
No,
walk
it's like
through
I
hell.
walk through hell for you. Do 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 do.
Maybe,
no?
maybe that was
I don't know.
an early one.
I'll find it.
It
I'll
might
find
have
it for you. It's a deep cut.
That
Yeah.
might have been
May have been like on one of those like punk rock compilations.
Atticus Volume 1.
Yeah. No, really, it's at least volume 6. Let's be honest.
Oh man, you ready to get upset? You know the dude from Say Anything. You know how old that guy is?
Oh God, like 74.
Right, 74.
Yeah.
Or how old is he?
Say Anything?
Yeah,
He's 32.
he's 32.
Oh, that sounds about right. That's,
Really?
That's not. Yeah. That's
Why is
not
that-
old at all.
why is that depressing?
I feel like
I'm
he should be
It's
40.
as old as I am.
He
Yeah,
should be
it's gonna-
40. He needs to be 40.
I was
years old.
ready for you to say
exactly
40.
as old
Yeah.
as me.
That's
I
what
feel
I was
like-
ready for. I was like, yeah, he's like 40, something like that at this point.
Oh, so you're upset that like
He's
not
so
old
young.
much more than us? Okay.
Well, no, not even really that. Just
He's
that.
so young.
Just I don't know.
It's like,
He just
yeah.
seems like he shouldn't be that old. I don't know. He seems like, he
he's
should be
so
older.
like he's so depressed he should be 40.
Maybe
Sorry, you're
something.
like-
yeah.
It's like the
I was just
opposite
like-
of the
his
Sultan
name?
when he
Max-
realizes
Max
64.
Bemis?
Max Bemis. Yeah.
He's actually got his life together. I follow his wife on Instagram.
That's why I don't listen to his music anymore.
Yeah.
Same with Dashboard Confessional. Like,
It's
what's
funny.
the point? You're not sad.
He's actually written songs about that.
Oh yeah.
That he's had fan backlash from being happy.
See now, you talking about Max Bemis or
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. See that I can because he has that kind of like remove where he can
Yeah.
he does not everything has to be like
His
right,
heart.
on his
Yeah.
sleeve. Yeah, he
Yeah.
can like have an ironic distance. So
Yeah.
him I can see pulling that off.
Yeah.
Not-
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does well. He's aged from pop punk / emo very well.
Yeah.
That's good.
At
Not a
least
whole lot of
at least
bands have been
lyrically.
able
He's
do
writing
that,
comics
yeah.
now too, right?
Is he really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. He's done a couple of indie titles, and I think he wrote something for Marvel recently.
Yeah, he
What's
wrote
he-
the.
Something with X-Men in it.
It was one of those what if kind
Okay.
of when Spider-Man was Doc Ock in his brain or whatever.
Yeah, that was great.
Superior?
Superior Spider-Man.
He did a one-off of Superior Spider-Man.
What if we? What if it was like? What if we didn't do this?
Yeah,
What if we quit doing gimmicks?
It was just about Marvel execs.
Yeah.
he's also currently writing. I think. Don't quote me.
You're recording
Gaither.
this.
Yeah, you're what?
Gaither's always quoting.
Always quoting.
Got
I'm just being weird to be
Matt and
weird.
his quotes.
I think he's writing like a Misfits X-Men title to where it's like. Did you see Deadpool?
Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
like a Negasonic Teenage Warhead, a bunch of those kinds of characters, but it's the title's based around them.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think it could
That's
work pretty
cool.
well.
I thought you
Interesting.
were. I thought you were saying it was a crossover between the X-Men and the British TV show Misfits.
Oh,
that
interesting.
would be fantastic.
Yeah,
I was
Did you guys
thinking.
ever watch that?
No, I didn't.
Let's make that happen.
Oh,
though.
it's great.
didn't.
Ramsey Bolton from Game of Thrones is in it.
Really?
Before anyone knew who he was, and
Do
he's
you-
just like
you-
super likable in it, which
Oh,
is
I would
weird
love to see
in
that.
hindsight. Oh, it's great.
He's so awful.
He is.
Game of Thrones.
It's a great. I was just talking to somebody about Misfits. It's it's these British teenagers who are all doing who are all f ups in some kind of way,
Yeah.
and they're doing community service together, and then like a thing happens, and they all get superpowers, and it's fucking. It's a
Wow.
really good show. Yeah,
Nice.
Is it a comedy?
yeah. Kind of. I mean,
Kind
it's kind of like a superhero kind of comedy type thing. Yeah, they don't like form a team. They don't wear costumes.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
Right.
It's-
Where can I see that?
if you got Hulu, it's on Hulu.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I've got a Hulu login.
there you
And
go.
that's
That's
enough.
all you need.
That's
That's
enough.
all you
Yep.
need. Yeah,
That's all you need.
Yeah, I highly
Yep.
recommend. At last I checked it. I haven't watched it in a long time, but when we saw it, it was on Hulu. It probably still is.
Good deal.
That sounds great.
That's cool.
Sounds
Yeah.
great.
Um,
Ramsey.
Ah,
Well, not to bring it back on topic, but I was gonna say, like, as long as we're talking about TV shows, not TV shows. As long as we're talking about shows, I thought I hadn't seen the last episode of Bagged and Bored until the premiere, obviously, right?
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, you're somehow pirating Bagged and Bored, which is difficult.
I hacked in. I watched Hackers. I watched Hackers 8 times, and I figured out how to get into your computer.
Okay.
It's already free. Why would you?
You just couldn't wait.
I just couldn't do it.
I love it.
But no, nevertheless, I thought it was a gutsy move. How the last thing ends, right?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't wrap up. It was
No.
good. It was a gutsy.
Yeah.
It was like
We
yeah.
got cliffhangers.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Kent, what's
Yeah.
it like playing a douchebag?
I was waiting
man.
for this.
I remember.
Now we're getting into the
what a
good questions.
dick.
Yeah, he's terrible, and
God.
I kind of come to accept like, all right, he's a dick, but like we're working towards a redemption. Like we're acknowledging that he's a dick, at least, and like we're working towards kind of a redemption eventually. But like I was like, I remember recording the scene where I don't save Sean, where I don't save Adam. But man,
Yeah.
sorry, really,
guy.
watching it, it's just like,
Yeah.
God, fucking step up, you asshole.
But here's the thing, Nimlock's okay. I'll first of all, I'm going to say this. I feel like I've spent a lot of time with you scoring the show.
Yeah.
I haven't in real life.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Giving you a theme.
But the moment where Nimlock's character says, and by that I mean I'm gonna kill him. I was tickled every time.
Yeah.
Because whenever you're scoring a show, you hit stop and repeat over and over to get the thing right.
Sure.
Right? Every time. And he says he's going to kill him.
Deal with him.
And
Kill
your
him.
character's like, sorry.
Well, I mean, because
Sorry, I
if
need
he
a
steps
date.
up, then he doesn't want to get killed.
Right.
Right, that's true.
He's a little bit of
I
a
love
coward.
Ronon's delivery is so good. By deal with it, I mean we're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So good.
It's so good. It's so funny.
Ron-
And we're
so
assuming,
great.
of course, at this point that all of the audience has seen it, and they should see it.
Yeah.
Or else they're going to be majorly spoilered.
Right.
Mom, have you
spoilered?
seen it yet?
They're going to be
Spoilered.
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 They're gonna spoiler
like that.
alert. That's another thing that I
like
love
that
when he
verb.
like reveals, you Theon Greyjoyed us, and you're just as dickless.
You're just-
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Like he says it all afterwards.
Yeah,
Did you,
it's a very Ronon thing to do.
Yeah.
Rickon dies. So
Spoiler
you
alert.
can edit that if you choose.
no, here's the thing though. Like with Game of Thrones, like for example, when his character was brought back, I remember thinking, who's that? You know what I mean?
Oh, Rick. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a unfortunate.
So it's just one of those things where there's so many characters like
Yeah.
people aren't gonna know, even if they hear
Yeah.
this, they're like,
Yeah.
even if they haven't seen the latest episode, they're like,
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
That's
Right.
a problem with the book because I read the books and watch it, and there are definitely pros and cons to both. But that's kind of a thing the books can get away with, where they can kind of like have somebody mention a character or have somebody think about a character and kind of keep you in their minds. Whereas, we're like until Rickon has been gone for
No
what's
idea
his
who
like
that is.
season 1 or 2?
No.
Yeah,
Not a
Yeah.
clue. Not
No
a clue.
idea who that is. So
Nope.
not spoiling
It's,
anything
but
for
from
me.
what I
Do you watch it
understand,
at all?
I was. What season are they on right now?
Sounds like a no.
6.
Yeah, that's a no.
So if they're on
Season
6, I'm up
Yeah.
to 4.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Get ready for an abysmal season.
Yeah,
five.
that's what I've
Season
heard.
five
That's what I've heard. That's why I was
is
like, I'm in no
garbage.
rush. But now I'm hearing great
But
things
season
about
6
this one.
picks
Yeah,
up.
that's what I've heard.
Are we
Yeah.
agreed on that?
Episode
Well-
9 of season 6 was pure joy.
That's
the
what just
last one?
happened, right?
Pure joy.
Yeah.
The one they
Yeah.
just did? Okay, here's how I watch Game of Thrones. I watched the first 3.5 seasons. So I watched into season 4, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
And then I quit because I was living and doing things and
Yeah,
watching other
yeah,
shows.
absolutely, yeah.
And
You judging us?
and yeah, super. Yeah, start
No,
doing
okay.
better
No.
things with your time.
Yeah, he was
And
watching.
then
He was
I
watching
watched-
Bagged and Bored.
Yeah, every
seven-
day,
all 7
on
episodes.
repeat, and and then I watched the newest episode. So that's how I watched Game of Thrones.
So episode 9?
The new one, yeah,
The battle?
the newest one. Yeah,
That battle
Yeah.
is
Oh
so
my
fun.
God, dude. Yeah,
Nice.
It's so fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
So from what I understand, though, the book has exponentially more characters. Is that true?
It does. It wastes a lot of time. There's a lot of like, as much as on the show there are subplots that kind of go nowhere.
Sure.
There's a lot of stuff that's just like they're just whole characters, whole sets of characters, and you're following their arc, and then it's like, oh. And then they just die. They're like,
done.
It's like these three. You meet these three characters, and they team up with like a major character, and they're gonna go try to accomplish something, and then they just die and fail.
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck was the point?
Well, here's the thing. Double R's got to fill his books, right?
Of
Yeah,
course,
right.
He's like,
And,
he's like, I've got X amount of story.
All right.
I've got X amount of story.
What's-
We got to add we got to plus Y equals Z. Z's
Right.
got to be the whole book.
All right.
It's-
Y is those characters that just die.
there's definitely stuff in the book that I think is done better. Like as cool as the Red Wedding is on the show, I think it's even more effective.
Really?
Just the way it's written in the book. And his wife doesn't even die in the Red Wedding in the book.
Really?
Yeah. Rob's wife is still alive. in
Oh,
the
wow.
books. And
That was I watched that episode alone at 2 a.m.
oh man,
Dude.
I can't
Dude.
imagine
To this
like,
day, it strikes me. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
ugh,
Yeah.
kind of feeling.
And it's but like that cool fight between the Hound and Brienne
Yeah,
doesn't happen in the books.
really.
Yeah. Not at all.
Interesting.
Which it's like, oh, that's so much. Just watch it. I remember I fell asleep and my girlfriend, before it came on, and my girlfriend didn't want to wait for me, so she just turned it on, which I don't blame her. And then I just woke up in the middle of the Hound and Brienne fighting. I was like,
Oh, that you were- yeah.
what? Shit.
That's a big deal. That's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah.
Especially it pays off so well in just one line of a joke. I was beat by a woman, right?
Yeah.
I'm here because of a woman who
Oh, in the scene where he's
right.
Well,
First of all, let's
must
just
have
say
taken a big man to beach her. Say he wasn't a man.
It wasn't a man.
Ah, it's
It was a
great.
woman. Yeah, the Hound pays off in this season. Even if he's just even if he's done.
I hope he's
If
not.
it was
It's
just
paid
that
off.
scene. Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Those few lines. I'm sorry, we've derailed. Good season so far. Good season.
Sorry.
But Game of Thrones is far superior. We completely acknowledge that. We are completely fine with that.
But I'll say this: as far as
We have a comparable.
We don't have all these books that mess things up.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
people are like, "Oh, Kent Kearney was not such a dick in the
I
books."
feel like I feel
what
like
you
my,
see is what you get.
Yeah, I feel like my character's attitude toward women is comparable to
Okay, yeah.
several of the characters on Game of
Right.
Thrones.
I mean, there is this sort of underlying. I mean, Bagged&Bored is funny and everything, but underneath, I mean, with the Kent Kearney character being so terrible and a lot of them being so terrible, there's this underlying sort of moral nihilism, right? There's this sort of Walter White, a sort of The Wire or
Sure.
Don Draper, sort
dude,
of
anti-heroes are
Yeah,
so
right?
in right
He's
now.
fan theorizing
Right.
on me. I love
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
On
Yeah.
you now. He's actually fan
But I
theorizing
think
on you.
yeah, I think with
Clean yourself
season-
up.
with
Yeah,
season-
on you. Yeah, right.
I feel like season 1, first of all, I don't know how many episodes season 2 is going to be. If it's
Right.
going to be the same
19.
amount.
Good. CW.
Stop
season.
everything you're doing,
No,
Kent. You're in every episode.
no more roasts for Kent Kearney.
Season 1 felt like there's 7 episodes. The first few episodes are shorter than the
Oh, yeah.
rest,
Very much.
but they get to about roughly a half hour. It's just enough time to really. Is that thunder?
That
It is.
Thunder.
It's getting crazy. out there.
Yeah.
It's just enough time, and I think ending season 1 at a point where you're fully understanding the damage that's been done to Kent, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a good. It's more of a move of let's get to know who we're really dealing with in season 1,
Yeah.
and then season
Yeah.
2 playing with it.
Well, and
if
that's
that
what
makes
Yeah.
sense.
I was going to say.
You
for
don't want a big resolve at the end of
Right.
because it's 7
No.
episodes to say this is who the people that you've learned you care about now.
Right, exactly.
are.
Well, and that's what I mean. I know we've talked about this at some point when you were scoring and we were watching little clips and things. The show really starts off, and I remember when I watched it, and I was like, I got to show Joe this. When I started watching it, the reason it's well made and all this stuff, but it was like, oh, my sense of humor, right? There's references and things like that, but it's not about that by the time you get to episode 7. They're there and the references are there, and that's cool, and we all make those references and we know that culture and stuff like that. But one thing you don't have to do with season 2 is tell us who these people are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
You just
we
drop
know
right
who
into
they
it.
are at this point.
I remember when we screened season 5 at the Bardstown. Afterward, Ronan telling me how
Yeah.
it was cool because it was so good.
Yeah.
Episode 4 was was really good. The
Yeah,
Pod
yeah.
Club episode was really
Yeah.
good just because it was, just such a cool idea. It was
Bigger
so
scope
funny,
and
it was well
all that
done.
stuff.
But I remember him saying how episode 5 was the reason it worked was because you knew the characters.
Yes.
like
Yeah,
that's,
absolutely.
And that's
Yep.
I
He
think
wrote like a really sincere review about it on like our private Bagged
Oh,
and
really?
Oh,
Bored.
that's right. Yeah.
And I was like blown away because like
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
who is this now? Is this the
no,
real
no.
Ronan?
Okay,
Like,
guys.
Yeah.
Ronan's got cockles.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
It's
it. I'm
hard.
gonna say what everyone's thinking. That's the first episode I got to score the whole thing.
It's true.
I do love that score.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was a ton of fun.
I've been
Ton of fun.
hassling Matt on how I go about getting Can't Get You Out of My Head Chala on my phone.
I'll hook you up, son.
Nice.
I would love
I'll
that.
hook you up.
Nice. Yeah. No, but it is true. It becomes about the characters, and it's if you make when you all make Mortal Kombat references later on, it's like, oh, that's still
Yeah.
it's still funny.
Yeah.
But while that's a nice hook to get you into the show.
Yeah.
It's not about
That's-
Mortal Kombat.
No,
Yeah.
it's not about Mortal Kombat.
It's cool.
No.
It's cool to be funny because it's funny, but it's
Yeah.
it's a much bigger accomplishment that it's funny because
right.
you as an audience are familiar with the characters.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a great.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of one of the things that over the last couple interviews that I was doing before the finale event, because we're trying to describe what the show is, and we mention all the pop culture references and comic book nods and whatnot, but
Yeah.
it's a very character driven show, and we've really lucked out with the actors being able to portray the characters because they really give it their all
Sure.
to flesh them out and bring them to life. But it's really one of those things where it's kind of become a little bit of a tagline, like come for the pop culture references but stay for the characters.
Yeah.
for sure.
No, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
And I have that cross stitched in my home.
Right.
I think the first and last episode of every season, though, from here on out, should have a Batman '89 reference.
We did fucking
Oh my
pretty
God.
nice.
Oh man, yeah.
What was the
I'm a number
That's
one.
it. Yes.
That's what it was.
God.
Yeah.
I remember being really because
Oh, that's so good.
You were really excited about that.
Yeah, because
Well, that's an exciting moment.
Well,
Yeah.
I was excited. I remember being excited because episode 1 was just shot, if I remember correctly, just entirely in the store. And then I remember episode 2, you told me, "Hey, we're gonna do this thing where we're gonna go out here and we're gonna recreate the scene where
Yeah.
Michael Keaton visits
Oh God.
There's a lot of
the
Yes.
spot where his parents were killed." And I was like, "Oh, I watched the part. I was like trying to mimic his moves exactly.
Yeah.
I was just remember
So
getting.
good.
I was so excited. I was like,
God.
"Oh, this is gonna be awesome."
That's so good.
I also like the fact that
It's so good.
the parts that you guys end up paying homage to or whatever are the parts as a kid that I was like, wait, what? Why is he acting like that?
Wait, see,
why is he
okay,
doing that?
that's what I was going to say. I watched that movie when I was young enough to where some of what Jack Nicholson says and how he delivers his line, I couldn't understand the words he
What
was
he was
saying.
saying, yeah.
I just remember the sounds from my childhood, and that was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
You are my number one.
And it's just
What?
Jack Nicholson deciding to make fun of Jack Palance, which is great.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so great.
For the record, that scene took forever to shoot because
Oh, yeah?
I think it was Sean that actually kept breaking
Yeah.
because Kent is just right up in his face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eventually,
yeah,
the cut that
that
we had
was
to go
hard.
with, Sean was like, "Can you actually see my eye contact? Can you see that I'm looking at Kent or Ken?"
Oh, yeah, he did it.
And I said
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
And he was like, "Because I have to look off this way. Because if I look Kent directly in the eye while he's going, my number one, my guy." So that took several takes. To
Which is
do.
fair because usually I'm the one breaking when
Yeah.
me and Sean do things together.
That's
so
hilarious.
But yeah, there was a
But
lot
kids,
of.
ouch!
You can't ouch. There's no customers here.
That's one of my favorite lines in the whole thing.
Another fun thing about that. So yeah, we bookmarked Batman '89 references. The first thing that we actually filmed in the entire season of Bagged and Bored was the dream sequence with him and Veronica at the dinner table. So it was nice to kind
Nice.
of revisit a dream sequence and the whole email thing with Josie and have her come back in the spooky dream, which
Yep.
Made a few people jump. I think when
Sure.
they think that
Yeah.
happy, pleasant times are about to happen with
Yeah,
Kent
right.
and
Yeah.
Power Girl, and then she shows up.
Yeah.
But then another thing is Zoe when you go to the store, Zoe's actually in the same spot that you saw her in episode 1 with her arm kind of on the.
Oh yeah.
on the,
It's like
Interesting.
true.
yeah, we planned
Nice.
it's like we had it all
like
planned
you
out
knew.
from the beginning, right?
Yeah, let's talk about the Power Girl song for a second.
I knew that was
Let's do
happening.
talk about that,
yeah.
please.
Yes. I was in charge of arranging the song and deciding what I was going to sing and what Will was going to sing.
Yeah, yeah, you were.
And I gave
You
Will
dick.
enormous cans.
Nice.
Okay, so the way it worked out, yeah, exactly. That was the way it worked. We had to sing it normal.
I
we had to
couldn't
sing
do it.
enormous cans, right? But then you have to do the backup part, which is just enormous cans, and that was the one that got me. That was a little difficult to do.
I really wish you were there for that.
Just
Kent.
sing it with
Oh,
conviction.
I know. I'm bummed out. I had to miss it.
You got to sing it with conviction, right?
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Enormous cans.
And another little fun fact: when Josie does arrive in the dream sequence, it's buried in there, but I'm actually in there singing "Josie's here."
Totally
You can hear it.
yeah.
You can
That's
hear it if
great.
you listen.
Let
for
me
it.
ask
I'm
you
gonna
if
have to listen
let
to
me
that.
ask you if that was influenced by the Evil Dead. Yeah,
Yep.
okay. Good.
Evil Dead the reimagining.
good. Yes.
When the title when
The
the
new-
title
the new
card
one?
God, that was a good score.
I
when
haven't seen that.
the if a lot of people didn't like it, I enjoyed it quite a bit. But part of
I'll
the
give it a
reason I
shot.
liked it so much was the score was just really good.
It was
Really good?
classy.
It
It was
was
a
classy.
classy
Check it out.
score.
It wasn't like this
real
like
good.
kind of synthesized like a Rob Zombie kind of movie.
No.
Yeah.
Although if you
No.
could put like a Rob Zombie kind of twist on that movie because it's like there's a lot of really gross stuff. you
Gory
see.
and gross. And,
But the
sure.
fact that the score was so kind of classic, kind of like horror Hollywood kind of sound.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's when the title card comes up, it's just this big kind of dissonant choir.
Oh,
Yeah.
So good, and I
Very
ripped
good.
it off really hard.
That's fine. That's fine. Demon Nightmare Josie's kind of ripped off from Evil Deadites, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's the
It
thing:
all makes sense.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize, and when I'm making music for the show, I come up with this idea. I'm like, yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that, and I make, for example, Kent Kearney's theme, right? And then what I don't realize at the time is that, oh, I've got to call back on this every time, like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get to a point where like I have to kind of shape it into something else because like I wasn't thinking about the fact that Josie's gonna. Spoiler alert: she might play a role.
No.
She might be in the second season.
Surely
quite a bit.
not.
Nah, we're gonna drop her immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see how like this synthesized horror like sound is gonna play through like normal kind of day to day
You'll make
stuff
it
with Josie.
you'll make it work.
I'll make it work.
Yeah.
You'll figure something out.
We have
Oh,
faith in you.
Thanks.
They'll just rewrite it to where every scene's a horror scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, let's be
Absolutely,
Why
they will.
not?
honest. The point is the score, Joe.
That's what I think.
It's not the viewer experience or anything.
Yeah, the Kent. What would? I just want to know some of your process of writing the lyrics for Power
Oh
Girl.
man!
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of fun.
'Cause,
No,
like,
I remember.
yeah, I was
'cause-
just like,
yeah. When I
gave
got
it
that
to
Facebook
you.
message from you, hey, can you like write a version of that Flower Girl song, but like about Power Girl? I was like, oh,
So
yes.
challenge
Can I just
accepted.
Because I was thinking, as we were singing it, like I was reading the lyrics over, and I had read them once really quickly, but I hadn't like gotten into them, you know. And so I was getting into them, and I was like, if he wrote these without without like looking things up, I am
no.
so impressed.
No, I did. No, I have to say,
Okay.
I'm not super versed in Power Girl,
okay,
so I did
all
have to
right,
look.
all
I
right.
knew. So like the thing about Superboy Prime and like the
Yeah.
symbiote ship, I had to look up.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah.
a thing I knew.
Sure, yeah.
I had a general familiarity with Power Girl as like a character who's
Okay.
just like a clone of Supergirl with a weird boob window in her
Right.
costume.
which is
But yeah,
another
I-
story. to
But my
tell.
the thing I was most excited about was when I got to, because in the actual song he talks about and then suddenly she was gone, or he says
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. So it's
Yeah.
like, and then it's like, you know, was it a dream or was it?
yeah.
He said something like that. So I was, and so then I came up with like, oh, what if like
The reboot.
she just got rebooted by continuity? So I was trying to parallel the
Yeah.
actual ending of the
so
song.
good,
Nice.
so
It
good.
works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It
it's a
works.
really weird song, as you were telling me. Like,
Yeah.
it's like kind of all over the place, and I can't describe it. But if you want to describe it, it's a little bit like it's not like
song-
your
the
average
song itself.
Yeah,
yeah.
I had to do a tempo map to where like it wasn't on like a grid, for example.
Yeah.
When the
It
verses
doesn't really have a rhyme scheme to speak of.
Yeah.
I remember right. Yeah.
so when the verses would start, I'd have to I literally had to figure out and I'd record a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we know when to come in.
Well, and part of
Or
that,
we'll record
right?
it.
Because they recorded before click tracks were a thing. So they recorded before. Because now, when you record a song, like a pop song, you'll have this 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like an algorithm. It's a digital thing, and so it's constant.
Yeah.
And so your rhythm is right on.
And in this song,
they just got together and recorded this. Thing.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of humans.
Yeah.
Imperfect, nonsensical human beings.
Yeah, you can
my
tell
God.
Before the rise of the machines.
you can just tell the parts of the song the drummer was excited about and the parts he wasn't. Yeah.
So true.
It's true.
That's so true. Oh my God. That's exactly how that works. Oh God.
What is the name? I'm trying to remember the name of the actual title because I had to look up that song.
Yeah, you're right.
And then I was
I
like,
don't even know.
I had no idea it was called this. It's called like The Park, The Bench, and Other
Other
Things or
Things.
something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, yeah.
Such a bizarre
What is
title
the-
for
what
such
is
a
Just call it
poppy
the
song.
Flower Girl.
Yeah, yeah.
In parentheses, it is the flower.
In parentheses,
girl. Yeah.
right.
But
Fuck
it's
your
something
parentheses.
else.
Just call it The Flower Girl. Hey, is the main hook The Flower Girl? Then just call it The Flower
right.
Girl.
Just call it
That's
that.
how pop song works.
But Kent went out of his
They're
way
artists,
to call it
okay?
the multiverse and every. Like, what
I
did you
did,
call
yeah.
it?
I came up with a.
You came up with
very
one
similar
just like
yeah.
it, which I think we should go back and like put that
the
like on the
multiverse,
soundtrack,
the
yeah.
something and other things.
Yeah, and other things,
Oh,
which
nice.
is great.
That's
but yeah,
awesome.
speaking of the Power Girl costume and the boob window, we have to give credit to Taylor for rocking that
Oh, man.
in the middle of December.
Yep.
Nice.
When we did
Just
that,
and in downtown
and in general,
Louisville.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
in
yeah.
general, yeah. But like
Kim make that?
She
Kim
did.
did not make that.
Oh,
no,
didn't she? I
no.
thought she did.
She made April's S&M Moon costume.
Oh.
And we kind of
Yeah.
reached our costume quota with Kim because there was another, Comic-Con thing coming up right around when we needed that outfit, and she was like, "I am swamped for this."
Sure.
In
Yeah.
addition to making the S&M Moon costume,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's fine. Can you recommend anybody?" And we went with she wasn't actually in the episode. But her name is Ariel. And she actually, first time I met her, she was cosplaying as Squirrel Girl, which you kind of make a
Oh,
reference
nice.
to in
Bushy
that episode.
tail, bushy tail.
But
which, by the way, is like a closet Homestar Runner reference.
really,
Oh, interesting.
The reason I said it like that was because I remembered a Homestar episode where Homestar goes, Marzipan. Nice.
Nice.
So good.
So for the viewers at
I
home,
love. Yeah, now you know. Now you know.
Oh, that's so 2002.
That is
I got references on my
Yeah.
references.
Before
such
you-
a deep cut.
Before you hear it in the audio commentary, you hear it here.
Yeah,
It's a
right.
Villain District
I'm
podcast.
sorry.
Of course.
No, that's perfect. No, but yeah, like when I originally was like, we didn't actually have a dream sequence or anything that kind of opened the episode, and I wanted to, bookend. I wanted to make the opening to the finale interesting.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I was like, I guess maybe I watched Dumb and Dumber a couple nights
Yeah,
before.
yeah, sure.
But I was like,
I feel like Dumb and Dumber is right underneath Batman 89.
Oh,
as far
sure,
as
yeah.
the
as
most
far as
references
things.
to pop out.
So I was like, man, I really loved that, the dream sequence that he had. And then I was like, it'd be great to somehow bring that into, because like we knew from the get-go that this was the episode where you tried to finally ask Veronica out. Like, instead of like, go to a podcast with me, do this. You were just going to flat out be like, hey, we should date. And I wanted something to kind of like a precursor to that. And I was like, what more interesting than like this dream? And I was like, but is Taylor going to be down for wearing this risque outfit?
Oh, man. Yeah,
And
she
I
was
remember,
total trooper.
and I remember I texted her about it, and then I texted you, and the way that I described the outfit to her was just like a one piece, and you were like, you need to tell her that there's a boob window.
Yeah, I remember that. I
Like
was like,
Kent was very adamant.
I remember you telling me. I was like,
That's important.
You were like,
she
if you
needs to know
do
about the
not,
boob window.
you need to tell her this. And so then I did, because I assumed that she would have looked it up after I said it, but I was like, hey, I actually said, hey, Kent,
how did that go?
I actually said, hey, Kent wants me to let you know that there is a boob window in this costume. And she was like, well, we might have a problem there, because obviously that character is embellished a lot within the bosom area.
What's a bosom?
That's why we've asked you guys.
later.
It's like a hoo-ha, but higher.
That's why we've asked
Okay.
you guys on the podcast.
Okay.
Because that was the
So
question.
I was like, I didn't really say anything because it's a little bit weird, but she was like, I'll figure out a way to make that work.
Sure, yeah.
And she did. So
I mean, it's good. It's good to tell someone that. Like, that's a key
Yeah.
factor in a decision for whether you want to
Yeah.
win. For me, at
Yeah.
least, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I always want to know. If
I
there's
wasn't
a
gonna say
window
hey, do
before I
you want
wear
us to
something.
do you want us to pay for your surgery or anything like that? I was not gonna go that route. I was just like, is
Too
there another
expensive.
way that we?
Too
Yeah,
much
it's
money.
too expensive. I was like,
Power
is there
Girl is like-
another way?
Power Girls is like the epitome of like a fan service.
Sure, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
Like there's no reason for
I know nothing about that
absolutely
character. I really know nothing about that character. I know she's related to Superman in some sort of way.
yeah,
but
she's like
yeah,
a clone of Supergirl.
I know
or
nothing.
something.
But it
From
does
Earth to
seem
Krypton,
like-
she had flown.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
those lyrics are the most I know about that character. Let me be honest.
I will say I did get to write some lyrics. I added "She's a Kryptonian."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she flew
Yeah, yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe. So
She's not actually a Kryptonian. No, she's
Is she really not?
I don't know.
She's a I mean, she's a clone of Supergirl.
You're gonna have to.
I
We're
forget
gonna have
which
to. We're gonna have to take that
It doesn't-
episode
I mean-
down and re-upload it with a different.
I mean, go back to your planet is all I'm saying. Like,
We're gonna build a wall.
Yeah,
build a wall
exactly.
around
We
here in
build-
Krypton.
Exactly. Yeah.
and make the
just-
Kryptonians pay
That's
for
just
it.
sensible
Yeah, that's
policy.
right.
That's
Yeah.
all. That's all that is.
What other fun fan theories do you have, Will?
Oh my God, I don't know. I should have thought about this some more. I've really been letting you down in terms of the fan theories.
Just
I
come
don't
up
know,
with one on the spot.
One of my favorites, and my girlfriend actually said this to me
Oh,
at
okay.
one point. This is a while back.
Leave me alone. You're being weird.
What did he say?
I
what she
decided, yeah, that was what she said.
That's what she
I
said.
decided to go. That was probably a fan theory, right? But no, one of the things she said was she was like, I feel like Adam and Veronica would be interesting. She's like, I feel like that would be interesting, and I've always thought
that their characters will become interesting.
maybe season 2,
Hey,
season
yeah.
3.
Yeah.
You know, maybe. But she was like, they're both like spacey and weird people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
very much
and
so.
she was like, and obviously Veronica and Kent don't work.
No.
And so like that makes it they're just both weird, eclectic people who are not really concerned with what anybody thinks, which Kent is obviously obsessed with.
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
Other
she's
people
just writing
think-
off Sonic Guy Steve.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, and then when I saw the episode, I was like, oh, Sonic Guy Steve, that makes sense. Okay. All right.
Here's the
All
thing,
right.
though. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's important to move towards humanizing. Maybe Adam can stay a little bit more like mysterious, but I feel like Veronica, in order to care about her, you gotta
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right.
We
right.
got some things in
Okay.
mind. Yep.
Good.
And that
So
sounded really creepy.
she's-
but
No.
Good things in
I'm
mind.
picturing that you're gonna do clearly like an onset shoot in Paris. I mean, I'm guessing. Like,
Fly.
isn't that where she
Taylor
went?
out to
Right?
Yeah,
Paris.
that's where she went.
Clearly,
Everybody's.
I mean, yeah.
Out
it's
to Paris,
weird. It's-
Texas.
yeah.
Right, Paris. Yeah, Paris, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
That's not even that far. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You
I
can do
forgot
that.
it was-
Yeah,
It's not even that far.
She
It's-
never specified
Yeah,
exactly.
It's
No,
down
she
there
never
by
said-
for
such a
Versailles.
It's It is.
She'll be there in a little hat with like the
For
French
such a
bread or something.
rednecky state, Kentucky loves France.
Yeah.
Right. We
Totally.
do. Yeah. What's up with that? How does that?
know.
Tell me about history, Kent. I
I
don't
think
understand.
It probably has
Because-
something to do with the revolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
As,
And,
as Eddie Izzard
yeah.
said, to the debt of honor to General Lafayette.
Lafayette, baby, Lafayette.
I always get mad when people say, like, there's
Lafayette.
people give you shit about Versailles, Kentucky. 'cause
Sure.
they'll be like, well, technically it's Versailles. Okay,
Yeah.
well, if we're going to pronounce everything French, then we live in Louisville.
Yeah.
That's not
right.
like
yeah.
it's all or nothing. All or nothing.
We're from Monticello, Kentucky. That's how you say it.
Monticello?
Thank you.
Monticello.
Monticello?
And
All right, fair enough.
and we went to Monticello, and they told us we were saying it wrong, and we were like, "Well, you don't live there, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
when I
we're
was-
not. Ask anybody from our town."
My freshman
I'll tell
year,
you.
I was in. I went to college at IU Bloomington, and a guy tried to tell me it was Louis. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville. And I was like, "Have you been there?" Yeah. And then it's Louisville.
live there?
Fuck
Don't worry
off.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No, I'll call it Monticello from now on. I didn't know.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no.
had you referred to it at some point?
No, but like I mean,
But now,
occasionally when I would see it on like
Yeah.
when I'm looking for weather,
Right.
and then it just happens to
Yeah.
I just like
Sure.
Monticello, Kentucky.
Monticello. Yep.
To
No,
backtrack,
no.
that is the best fan theory ever, that she's actually just hanging out in Paris, Kentucky.
I like that a lot. Actually.
That is-
after
yeah, I
all
like
that,
that a lot.
after all
That's
that
great.
build
Well, I mean,
up,
he can't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
paying her that much, right? I mean, she probably only has enough to like drive down to Paris.
well,
Yeah.
she's pitching in with her
get
sorority sisters.
get a nice tuna sandwich.
I
come
assume
back
Kent
home.
pays his employees in pogs. Fun fact.
Oh yeah, this is a great
The
story.
day I met Jake is that what? Did you know this?
Yeah,
the
you
day
told
I
me.
the day
Yeah.
I met Jake Reber, we were at Groucho's. May that bar rest in peace. And
Was that where Kaiju is now, or
no,
around there?
Nothing's there now.
Oh, okay.
There was talks of making it a super snooty martini bar, which is
Okay.
just like
That sounds awesome.
no. Right now it's just a monument to the greatest bar that ever lived.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing's there now.
Gotcha.
But the day, when I met Jake, he first of all, we were doing karaoke there, of course, because it was Groucho's, and I remember he got up and he said. He goes, this is my third favorite song about rape. And then he sang Vehicle by Ides of March. I mean, Vehicle. But he had some pogs and he was like, would anyone trade pogs for buying me a beer? And I was like, I'll happily do that.
Oh, nice.
And I have those pogs to this day.
Oh, that's amazing. What a good meeting story.
I
That's
know,
amazing.
right? Yeah,
that's perfect.
Yeah, I didn't even meet him in like a comedy context. It was just like we were both at Groucho's.
Right.
And, yeah.
That's awesome. What pogs did he have?
That's a good.
Oh man, it was a skull.
Yeah.
It was like
Right.
a cool,
Had
like
to
it
be.
had a
It's
black
like a
background
cool
and like a
skull.
sparkly skull.
Yeah, nice.
I don't
That's
remember.
badass,
I don't
man.
remember what the other one is.
No pop culture ones. No Mark
No,
Summers
definitely no. There
pogs,
were definitely no
Just-
there were no. They weren't licensed pogs.
Right. Yeah.
So I only bought them like PBRs.
Okay,
But,
right. Makes sense.
Let's
makes
be
sense.
reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What a shame that
that's
I
awesome.
realized I figured out about that story after Pod Club, and neither one of you actually are at
Oh,
Pod
really?
Club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're just, well, you're at the beginning of the episode, but you don't actually.
That's true.
Dude,
go
I was there
to
snorting
Pod Club.
cocaine, man.
I know. Yeah.
That's right.
With
dude.
children.
Your children.
Your fiance
around.
was there chewing bubble gum, just hanging
man,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
I bought a pog there. Took off after. I didn't. feel like
Rufio
taking her.
Pog Chip.
With a bangarang on the back.
Oh man, that's maybe that might be my favorite part of episode 7 is Sean Smith's just like, well, what the hell is it?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Such a great joke.
That is very good.
Hopefully they've all seen it. The viewers at home.
I like the idea because I like the idea that speaking of fan theories, I was talking to Patrick Passafian before the premiere, and he was like talking about how he was in it, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I do some twerking." He's like, "You're gonna want to hold your lady tight and make sure she doesn't get wet." I was like, "Yeah, man," and I was like, before he said that, I was like, "Are you playing the same character?" And he was like, Sure.
You may,
So I like the idea
Entirely
that
possible.
these folks who reoccur,
Yeah.
right? Whether
All
it's
the same
Patrick
person.
or
Yeah.
whether it's even me and Joe, same person, whole time.
Same person
I like
the
that
whole time.
idea. Yeah.
Because Craig in episode 7 could, and I think
Still
probably
be,
is,
yeah.
easily be
the guy from episode 3.
Craig.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
easily.
Yeah.
And Ricky's
Easily.
son and Robert's son are obviously pog dealers.
Underground pog dealers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Was Ricky San a reference to the story of Ricky O? Or no?
Probably not.
Okay. I just wondering. Sorry.
I just,
curious.
for some reason, it was probably actually Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, if anything.
Oh, okay.
And then I was just like,
Cool.
well, I like alliteration and like making sure that both of their names are R's, and then the other one just
Right.
became
Well,
Robert San.
it's just a great American name to add San.
Yeah.
Ricky Rikio is a weird Japanese movie that I saw at Groucho's.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the many movies that I'm like, oh, Groucho has this playing in the corner on silent.
So like, so Slam and Sid, what'd you guys, did you notice anything different with Sid other than, he's
Well,
missing
he
an eye?
lost an eye. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, his other eye is gone.
Is it being lifted?
There's a
Been
little
lifted
bit. There's a
more?
little bit of a clue. There's a little bit of a clue that might.
Interesting,
I'm throwing out
interesting.
trying to throw out some theories.
Well,
to
he was
you.
wearing a shirt, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, he's a little more like dapper.
He's a little bit
Right.
more
A little
dapper.
more-
A little
yeah.
more dapper.
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that
that is what
Is
I'm
that
going
part of
for,
it?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay,
Interesting.
I don't
I
even
mean,
know this
okay.
shit.
I mean,
Wow.
the last time we saw Sid,
Deep
he had
cuts.
like the bullet armor of
Sure,
Pogs
sure.
and
Like you do.
and
Sure.
he seems to have gotten a little
Source
bit
of
more
income.
corporate. Yeah, a little
Right.
bit more corporate. Sid,
Interesting.
so
Yeah.
something to think
Maybe
about.
he hired somebody to dress him because he can't even see anymore. So.
Right.
Can I tell you my fan theory?
Please.
Sure.
It
yeah.
probably won't happen now. But, I just really like this idea.
You are one of the writers, sir.
Yeah.
I was telling,
No,
I was-
you're-
I was telling Matt.
this could happen, Ken. This
Oh,
could
man.
happen.
Well, then maybe I don't want to say it.
Go for it. It probably won't.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure. I feel like by the time I came up with this idea, I was like, he's probably already figured out where he wants this to go. I just really love the idea that in episode 1 of season 2, like Adam escapes because they get Adam in the car and then Slam and Sid insists on driving and then he crashes immediately.
That's amazing. Yes.
And then Adam just gets out of the truck and he's just on the run.
What a
That's
letdown. It's like one of the big
awesome.
cliffhangers. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
I love that.
oh man, what's he got in store for him? And he just crashes and dies.
And then his
like,
posse
immediately.
is too afraid to just be like,
At that point, he can just walk away, right?
yeah, he's
Silently.
Yeah. And then Adam's just looking around like, well,
Yep. Oh,
God, that's good.
oh,
geez.
jeez.
That's good. I
Oh,
like that.
jeez. Just kind of hops out of the car.
By the way, Rose, Sean Keller's 5-year-old daughter,
Yeah.
says, "Oh, geez,"
All the
now, and it's the
time.
cutest thing.
That's awesome.
Does he all catch that he says, oh, geez, while his mouth is taped?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
there was a lot of laughter and applause during that moment just
Yeah.
because Sid
Yeah.
did show up, which was great because like I was waiting for that. I was like I thought people would cheer earlier, but they were waiting
Yeah.
to see him step into the light and finally be like, that's Sid with 2 missing
Right,
eyes.
right.
And then people applauded.
I wasn't sure how. I mean, obviously, I knew, but like, I
Yeah.
wasn't, so it was hard for me to tell. Like, I wasn't sure if people in the wide shots could people tell it was
Yeah.
Sid or not.
Yeah.
Figured they could, and we were joking about that. I was joking about that with Sean because he was like, I was like, I want to keep your reveal a little bit of a secret, and he was like, well, if anyone sees me, it's like the only black character in the show is like the villain with a leather trench coat. So I think they're gonna,
Point of order.
yeah.
Tony Smith is the host of the cosplay contest.
Yeah, and he's also wearing
there you
a
go.
trench
There you
coat, which is what I told him. So it's just like,
That's pretty funny.
Yep.
I will say for me though, that was one of the first things I ever scored for the show. Is that that motif, that kind of
Yeah.
that John Carpenter sounding synth motif
Yeah.
for
Oh yeah.
him. So that was fun to bring
back.
that back because like it's been a long time since I made that music, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I still like it.
I mean, when you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about it, it's probably been almost about a year. 'Cause
Probably.
it
Oh,
was
wow.
It was around this time, maybe July, that we were
'Cause
like,
I was
we're in a
like-
jam.
Yeah.
Do this
Yeah.
for us quick.
I'm like, okay, but I'm getting ready to go on vacation.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
you're
that's
like,
right.
well, as long as you can make changes on vacation.
Yep. And you
I
said,
did.
You
Yep.
said you could, yeah.
I did.
You took it
That's
mobile.
not what
with him.
vacation is at all.
Was it really vacation? I thought it was an off. You were like,
No,
I
that was
mean-
vacation.
it was vacation?
Yeah,
Never mind.
I was-
feel,
I thought you were just going to a different
I
place.
feel
for a
really
week.
bad. I thought he was going there for work.
Go
Like,
somewhere
I was-
else to not do work for a while. That's
I
not
was going to
vacation.
Disney World.
you were going to.
That's probably true, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was true.
Never
That's true.
mind,
Yeah,
man.
that's where I was.
Well, thank you for.
I went to
for
the Haunted
doing that.
Mansion several times.
Nice.
He's got his laptop open in the bumper car.
Needs more synth. Needs more synth.
That was one of the At that time, I didn't know how to use one. I'm good at it now.
A synth?
I'm
Yeah.
real good at it now. Well
Yeah,
done.
yeah, you are.
Very nice.
Ken said it. This must be true.
And Sada.
Must be true. Where are we at time-wise, Joe? I don't know
Several.
how to read this thing. I don't know how to read this.
Yeah,
Several.
we're at eight.
We're at
We're like
several.
roughly an hour and a half.
Oh, wow. Nice. Awesome.
It's not bad. And there was a
yeah.
little bit of gray area
Little bit of a
there
hiccup,
at some
but,
point.
you know,
yeah,
yeah.
but we'll be fine.
We lost time like Mulder in that one episode of the
I haven't watched.
We were
it.
all thinking it.
Yeah.
You said it.
I
Absolutely.
heard that the new season there was like one good episode. But
Wait, is it out?
Oh,
It's
it's been out
done.
forever. Yeah,
It's several
that's
months
how
ago.
that's how you can
Will
tell it
is
wasn't
so
very
excited.
good.
I have been looking forward to nothing.
Yeah,
Right.
I tried to watch it for a little bit because I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not good. I don't
Some
like that.
things, you
I don't
know.
like that response. That's not.
Well,
that
you
doesn't
know.
make me happy.
Have you guys seen Aquarius at all?
No.
Negative.
That show with him.
No.
I've heard the song Aquarius.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what I
Age
was
of Aquarius.
saying.
No, it's David. It's on Netflix now. I need to watch it,
Yeah.
but I probably don't need to because it's probably not very good.
And that's
It's
kind of
just-
what I was thinking. I would just wait for Netflix to pick up the whatever
X-Files.
X-Files.
It's
Yeah.
on Hulu.
Oh, it's on
Oh,
Hulu.
okay.
Netflix picked up a show that had Scully in it.
Yeah.
It was
The
okay.
Fall.
Oh, I heard that was good.
The Fall.
was pretty good.
I heard that was good too.
It wasn't bad.
I got burned out. I got
It
burned
was
out
okay.
trying to watch The
Sorry.
It was
Killing.
alright.
So I got burned out on all those
Oh.
really like moody European
Yeah.
murder shows.
Yeah.
But I should give that one a shot.
Right.
I've heard that one, and I've heard the one with David Tennant and Olivia Colman's really good.
Oh, that is good.
What is that?
Broadchurch.
Broadchurch, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I love both those people.
It's very good. Yeah, I only knew Olivia Colman from Peep Show.
I love
and so,
Peep Show.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And so
So good.
so yes. Oh, it's one of the best shows. Although I do love that Mitchell and Webb look as well. That
Yes,
was a
me
really,
too.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, that's such a good show. But so I'd never
Me
seen
and Craig geek out over Peep Show a lot. It's it's such a good show.
dude. Yeah. I'm so sad it's over. But this is
that is the POV one, right?
yes.
Where
Yes.
it's shot
Yeah,
and all.
it's all
yeah.
POV,
That-
and it
that-
starts out real shaky cam, and then it gets very much just tripod.
Yeah.
Or,
The
whatever.
episode where they're
Steadicam.
trapped in the nether region between the apartment and the outside the
Yes.
apartment building.
Oh,
That is
God.
I will go on record as that is my favorite episode of any TV show ever.
Really?
If I had to rank every
Yeah.
episode of every TV show, that's
Yeah.
number one. It's so
Oh,
good.
man, it is
Like
so
over
good.
the Buffy
Yeah.
musical.
And he gets the pizza through the
And
mail
over all
slot.
the Buffy episodes that are better than the musical episodes.
Nice callback.
I'm just trying to make a musical here.
Yeah.
right, yeah, yeah.
What if the men came with their guns and they made it? It's such a
And
good
he finds
episode.
the thing that holds the shelf up, and he's like, "Well,
Yes.
we got this," or whatever it is. Oh my god! And he orders pizza. Oh, it's
Hey,
so
everyone
good.
listening, watch Peep
Just
Show.
go watch Peep Show. That's
so good.
That's what this is all
But
about.
don't watch Creep Show.
yeah.
Don't watch what?
Creep Show.
What's creep? The
Or
movie?
do watch it if
the
you want to
Stephen
see.
King movie?
I liked it.
If you want to see cockroaches attack a man.
Wait, is that deep
Yeah.
web?
That's
If you want to watch a man drown
Yeah,
yeah.
and then turn into a seaweed monster.
that's right. That's that was
Who's
so.
Leslie Nielsen in that?
Leslie Nielsen was the villain in that. In that particular
and
episode.
Stephen King was the man who drowned.
Was he the man who
Yep.
drowned?
Really?
Yep.
I thought he was
and
like
I always
the-
felt so bad for him. He's the guy who turned into seaweed. Whatever.
No,
Really?
no,
Yeah,
no,
I
no, no.
realized
I
that.
thought Stephen King was the plant guy.
He is.
That's what I mean.
Who it
He
is.
turns into
No,
seaweed.
guys,
and then
I'm
he drowns.
I think he's a writer.
He actually doesn't. Oh my!
Sorry, I thought we were talking about. I feel like.
Are you thinking of the meteor guy?
Yeah,
That's
he's
what I'm
the meteor
thinking of.
guy. Yeah.
He's the meteor guy.
When I say somebody drowned,
He's the meteor guy.
I'm saying that
Oh, the guy
Leslie Nielsen
buried. Oh,
buried
no,
a guy up
sorry,
to his
yes.
neck, and I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
that was.
Yes,
I
sorry.
feel like that was somebody else that's very recognizable.
Probably
Dude from
so.
Cheers, actually. I think.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. That
Was it
sounds
him?
right. That sounds
Yes.
right. Yeah. I don't know. The guy who's
Kelsey
not,
Grammer.
The
Kelsey
main
Grammer.
guy. The
Yeah.
main guy. Literally the main guy.
Is it Ted Danson?
Yes.
Yes, Ted Danson. Yeah.
Damn, I got to see Creep Show again.
I forgot about Stephen King touches the meteor and turns into
into a plant, man. Yeah.
And actually he shoots himself, right?
He does. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's a freaking plant.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Yeah.
Spoilers for
This
Creep
has
Show.
been a big, giant, spoilerific episode. Of
I know
everything.
we have a large listenership that has not watched Creep Show yet, and so they're gonna be pissed.
Hopefully,
You know,
I mean, it
that's
did
okay.
come out. It did come out in like '89 or
yeah,
1990.
they've been holding out though. They've been holding out.
Ed Harris is in Creep Show. I didn't realize he was in Creep. I'm IMDbing it right
See,
now.
there you go.
And also
This is the turn that this podcast
There's
is
Ed
taking.
Harris.
It always takes this turn.
there's also an actor named
good.
Bingo O'Malley
Oh, bingo.
who is in
Classic.
Creep Show.
Classic bingo. Classic bingo. Dude,
He's in Super
let's all get together and have a Bingo O'Malley marathon. Just
think
watch
that would
all
be
the
great.
Bingo
We'll watch-
O'Malley movies.
Let me tell you the movies we'll
Creep
watch.
Show
let's
and
watch
Creep
them.
Show 2.
Super 8,
Really?
Love and Other Drugs,
Do I know Bingo O'Malley? And
Why
I just
not?
don't.
What if-
Wonder Boys,
Who was he in Super 8?
Had to be like a
Mr. Harkin. I don't know who
Sure,
that is.
So he's
I don't
clearly
remember
the-
Super 8 that well.
Classic Mr. Harkin.
Oh, was he? He must have been the little boy, right?
Yeah, right.
Clearly.
He's in My Bloody Valentine 3D.
Good.
Oh,
Dude, that's my favorite movie.
The fuck is this called?
Wait. What's his name?
The Bread, My Sweet.
What's his name?
I like it.
Very good.
I like
Very
that.
good.
Well done. Well done.
Here's the. I'm sorry. I just clicked. He's in a movie called The Bread, My Sweet. the bread, my sweet.
Good.
But like,
Good.
but then the image of the poster, they definitely changed the name. They're like, fuck that. If we're gonna sell some DVDs, we're gonna
Right.
call it something normal.
What is
Yeah.
it? What is it called?
Yeah.
A Wedding for Bella.
Sure.
That
But
has
then here's
that has
the-
nothing to do
here's-
with bread.
Here's the synopsis: a man proposes to a woman he's met once, all in the same day.
Wow.
Sounds like a
Hi-yo.
balderdash answer. So, Bingo O'Malley
I'm sorry.
is going to be in season 2 of Bagged&Bored.
Yes,
It's gonna happen.
That's what we've learned.
he's in Bob Roberts.
Where all the budget is going.
He's gonna be the-
yeah,
he's
and it's
gonna-
going to be worth every penny.
Yeah, he's going to
So-
be the youngest villain on TV.
Of course, yeah. Youngest villain.
I don't know.
on TV.
He's probably about 14 or 15 by now, though, right?
right. Sure. I don't know who we're talking about.
The little boy from
But-
Super 8.
Okay.
He's not a little boy. He's,
He's not a little. If he's in Creep
he
Show.
plays somebody's dad. In
I
the
hope
show.
he plays someone's father in Creep Show.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. So
Was he a kid
It
in
could be
Creep
like
Show?
he's
a
going to play
Benjamin Button
Johnny
scenario.
Master's son, and you're just never going to explain that. That's just what he's
Probably
going to
for
play.
the best, yeah. Time travel.
Watch out.
So,
Time travel.
But we should have you guys plug stuff that you're doing.
Sure.
Because we've been going an hour and a half, and so we should stop this and continue talking about Creep Show. But you should plug what you got going on, what you got coming up.
I'll let Kent go first.
Oh, cool. We're working on some roasts. The next two are going to be in September and October. We haven't decided yet, but they're almost certainly one of them is almost certainly going to feature some presidential candidates.
Okay.
So that is
Interesting.
so those are coming up. But we are doing a one night. We're bringing back the roast of Harry Potter.
Oh,
at
I never got to catch that.
You
Oh,
missed
well,
it.
That was
Yeah.
before my time.
This is going to be we're doing it at the Laughing Derby.
Oh, cool.
On July 31st.
Oh, that's amazing.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, that was a very good one.
And yeah, thank you. That's
Yeah.
probably one of our best ones.
I think that was the first one I saw, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
That's definitely what that was the one that kind of blew us away. Because I think a lot of us going in weren't super like
Oh, really?
big into Harry Potter, so
Yeah.
like we were kind of a lot of us were taken aback by how
Oh,
just
Mini.
yeah.
how quickly we sold that show out.
Well, and that was the first of your all's roast that I'd gone to, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, they're all going to be costumes, and they're going to do some jokes and stuff like that. And that's definitely part of it, but like the production value on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the cohesiveness of the entire thing as a
Yeah.
piece of art.
That was-
I was like, okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the first one, but that definitely really
It stands out.
that was definitely
Yeah.
a stand in terms of us deciding like, okay, from now on,
Yeah.
we're gonna like these are gonna have a narrative.
There's, like,
They're
a
gonna have an
through
opening
line,
scene and
yeah.
closing scene. It's gonna have a narrative to
Definitely.
it.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
that one and the Toy Story one, the roast of Buzz
Oh,
Lightyear,
yeah, yeah.
definitely
I missed
had.
that one, yeah.
Those were two of my favorites
Oh,
as
thank
far
you,
as
yeah.
the narrative and just the production value
Yeah,
going into
definitely.
them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We.
I love the ending of the Toy Story
Oh
one.
god, it's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We.
Of course
yeah,
it has Roger Rabbit references.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. Sean comes out as Judge Doom.
Yeah.
And dips us all, and then but it doesn't work except we're Pixar, but because we're Pixar and we're not actual.
Yeah,
tunes.
they're not
Right,
tunes.
right.
But then we have
Except-
Sean Smith there as Fievel. And so he, like, with his dying breath, sings Somewhere Out There. And then we all join
Oh,
singing
wow.
him, and
Nice.
it was
That's
so
amazing.
much fun.
That
That's
was
amazing.
It was
So much fun.
beautiful.
That's awesome.
And then, so yeah, we have that coming up. So July 31st, we're doing the Harry Potter roast at the Laughing Derby. And
Yeah.
then September and October, we're going to be doing new roasts at
Sweet.
the Bardstown. And then I am, I got to find out what date it is real quick. Jake Reber and I'm pretty excited about this. Jake Reber asked me to do. They're doing a Tom Waits festival at Louisville Tap Room.
Yeah.
And we're like he's putting a band together to see, and he asked me if I'd do a couple. So I'm going to be performing.
Yes.
If you're a Tom Waits fan, Ninth and Hennepin and Step Right Up by
Nice.
Tom Waits with them. I'm very excited about
That'd be
that.
amazing.
So that'll be
be
July
amazing.
29th at the Tap Room.
Sweet.
And then I don't know when's this going up.
I don't know. It'll be a little bit. We got a couple ahead of it. So if anything's like immediately happening, it'll probably be after that. But
Cool. Well, I'll probably we're at Derby City Comic Con. We're going to be
Oh,
screening.
yeah. That definitely won't be.
We're going to be screening Bagged&Bored. Yeah, but and also
I appreciate you mentioning it.
yeah.
Sorry you missed it, suckers.
That is literally like this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm looking
But,
forward to it.
And then also
I haven't seen him yet.
Craig and I Craig and I have our podcast on the DNN network,
Right,
Kill
yes.
Screen Cinema.
Yeah.
We just did the Angry Birds movie.
Yes.
It's Lauren, my fiance Lauren Klein. She did an episode with us, and Craig messaged me. He was like, "Hey, Lauren's like really funny on the show. She adds a good. Do you want to just have her on the show all the time?" So now she's our
that's awesome.
our new co-host.
Oh,
So now
that's awesome.
it's me,
I think
Craig,
that's
and
good.
Lauren.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we just that episode just went up.
Yeah.
We just did the Angry Birds movie with Sean Keller.
Awesome.
And we're gonna do the Lawnmower Man soon with Jake. And,
Did you guys do that live? I thought Jake was talking about you guys doing like live commentary.
That's a thing we've been doing at Kaiju.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're gonna be. Hold on, let me get the date for that. Tuesday. There's Kaiju.
It's just tapping.
Kaiju's Days.
Kaiju's Days,
Yeah.
There's just a rotating,
Yeah.
just interesting comedy shows at Kaiju. But
Totally.
yeah, we're gonna do. It's sort of a tie-in with our podcast on the 28th of June. We're gonna
Sweet.
watch Lawnmower Man with live commentary.
Oh, yeah.
and then after that, Jake's gonna come in the studio with me, Craig, and Lauren, and we're gonna do a podcast.
That's
of it.
awesome.
So, yeah, pretty
Fantastic.
excited.
Cool. We also have to have you and Craig and Lauren on to talk about Kill Screen. at
Yeah,
some
that'd be
point,
great.
You know.
Cool.
So yeah, for sure.
Just if you like video games and you like movies and you like movies based on video games, then
Totally.
you shouldn't. But
Yeah.
we watched a bunch and we talked about it.
I need to catch up. I didn't know that Lauren was a regular occurrence now on the show.
She just this is our first. We did the Tomb Raider. We did an episode about the Tomb
Yeah,
Raider movie with
I remember that
Lauren
one.
and
That was
Mandy. That was a
funny,
lot of
yeah.
fun. And then,
That's awesome.
This last one that just went up is our first episode with Lauren officially part of the
Cool.
Cool,
gang.
awesome. See, it's adding
Very
that
cool.
female perspective to
It's
something.
great. Yeah.
Right.
And it's going to be even better.
It
There you go.
can either lift it or destroy it.
Ominous words by Jeff Stockton.
I don't know what character I'm playing right now.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's my new character.
I feel like he's out of date. Whatever he is.
Yeah. He's
out of
I feel like he's
date.
out of date.
Yeah,
You know,
he's-
women they change everything.
Fly me to the moon.
That's oh my god. That was. Did you guys see the Roast of Prince?
No, I didn't.
Oh man,
Oh,
Patrick
man.
Passafume. This was the greatest. Like once he figured out that key to his character, because Patrick Passafume playing a misogynistic character is always fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
yeah.
He played Frank.
Yeah.
So we did the Roast of Prince with all dead musicians, and he played Frank Sinatra. And then the running joke was that he would just say something awful and
Yeah.
then sing a song. So he would just be like,
Totally
he
make
would
up
just
for
be
it.
like, Sacagawea, not on my Delacoin, some enchanted evening. It was just so
So
much fun.
great, yeah.
I think it should be illegal to be Korean.
Yeah.
Come fly with me. He was just it was so much fun.
That's so good.
And so we would just once he
good.
figured that out, we would just the whole weekend we were just doing that. We were just saying the most awful things we could and then just singing a song.
That's amazing.
Man, voice of an angel. So I mean,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Chairman of the
God.
board.
Matt, what about you? What do you got?
I don't have much to plug.
What do you got going? Other than your horror movie that's coming out,
Right.
what
It's
do you got
coming
going
out.
on?
Excited to see it.
We've got a
Right.
big event at the Clifton Center on June. Oh wait, no.
Wait.
That don't happen.
Wait. Yeah.
Sorry.
If you have a
old habits
DeLorean,
die hard.
Is your horror movie going to be about getting Kent to come to a shoot on time?
No, it's not. It's not going to be anything about that, Kent. It's going to be. I don't know. I've got nothing witty to say about that.
Starring Bingo O'Malley. We know that.
Starring
but-
Bingo
Yeah, Bingo
O'Malley.
O'Malley.
And the other Bingo from that obscure 90s movie, which was about a dog. Anyways,
Oh shit! What was that movie?
it was
just called
was
Bingo?
literally just called Bingo.
Oh, man.
He was a
Classic.
circus clown dog that ran away, could do tricks, and his evil clown master was after him.
Wait, are you thinking of Airbud, or did Airbud and Bingo have the same plot?
I think it had the same plot
I'm willing
except
to
no
believe-
basketball.
I just really like dogs with jobs. That's my thing. I just really like
Dogs
that.
with jobs.
That's my
no,
thing.
I distinctly remember
They should
Bingo.
all have 'em.
In Bingo, he had to, he wouldn't jump through a ring of fire. You like?
I'm confident you're describing Eric.
No, I swear to God.
Like,
the dog in Bingo would not jump through a ring of fire.
I'm willing to believe that that's all true of Bingo, and I think that's hilarious. But like, just know that this, like, everything you're saying is the plot of Airbus.
It could be.
Was Bingo the one where they had the poster was like it was like a 90s school picture background,
and he had and the dog had sunglasses. Yep.
Yes,
that is it.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Nice.
And
all right, good.
I saw.
See,
it in
I'm up with
theaters.
pop culture. I'm here.
You're
Cool.
up in pop culture
Yeah.
from 1991.
Totally.
He had two best friends. One of them
damn.
was a cat, and her name was Sassy.
Yeah,
Right.
Is that the right
The
one?
other one was
sure.
Shadow.
that's the one.
It's just too bad that Shadow was too old.
And then also
Just too old.
Charles Grodin owned him, and he had to save him from an evil veterinarian.
Which, sorry to get completely off topic, but that's kind of what we've been doing the whole time. One of my favorite, favorite ridiculous lines from Beethoven.
One of them.
The first, not the second.
Okay.
Not Beethoven's second.
Right.
Is he's talking to the veterinarian, the evil veterinarian,
Yeah.
who has that very distinct voice.
Oh man, yeah, that
Mister,
guy.
Mister. Oh crap! What was his name? Mister.
Mr. Anderson.
No. Mr. Newton, because that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Throwing to Newton, they're air fresheners. And he goes, he goes up. He's like, we want the dog back, you know. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, in front of everybody.
Right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Newton. The dog's been destroyed.
Yeah.
The fact that he says that they destroyed the dog
Right.
was just like
Destruction.
didn't put
Yeah.
it to sleep, didn't
No.
kill it.
It makes it sound like
destroyed.
It makes it sound like 4 veterinarians each took a leg and just went running.
It just, I don't
in
know.
opposite directions.
Even as a kid, like I knew that destroyed wasn't probably the best
No.
word to
No.
use in that sense.
Not
And I know
the
he's,
word.
I know he's supposed to be evil and everything, but like,
Yeah.
come
He
on,
destroyed
you
it.
destroyed a dog.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I'm plugging is is the veterinarian from Beethoven. How you can destroy your.
Well,
household
I
pet.
know you are starting your own dog destroying business, so that's like
No,
part of it.
that is absolutely not true.
Oh, okay.
But no, he already mentioned we're going to be at a couple other different Comic Cons. I don't know the exact dates of them, but
Totally.
if you're familiar with Fandom Fest,
Yep.
we will be at Fandom Fest screening some Bagged and Bored episodes there. But of course, now we have the full season out.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Of
Go
course.
watch it. You can binge watch the series. I feel like we've been on the Villain District podcast a lot, where probably people will be writing in and saying, "Quit having Bagged and Bored people on the podcast." No, good.
I've been writing a lot of those emails.
Yeah, right.
But if you have listened this long and been like on the fence, like I don't really want to start it, it's now all full. All of the episodes are out. All 7 episodes are out for the season. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Binge watch it on YouTube, Pixel Brain Productions, and you can follow us on Pixel Brain Productions Facebook. You can see all the stuff on DestinationComics.com as well. That's where we also have a lot of the
Now,
episodes.
wait,
kind of
is that
banked.
behind D's Crafts?
Not the actual website?
Yeah, no,
But yeah,
that's
the
what I'm
store.
saying. Is the
I walked into
Yeah,
these
yeah.
crafts and I went to the back and I didn't see any comic books, and I just left mad. So I don't know.
You gotta you gotta go out the back door of D's Crafts, and that's where people get beat up in the alley and,
Okay.
and get car washes.
I was
and all
looking
that
to get
different
beat
stuff.
up in the alley. So yeah, right, good.
That's where all that happens.
Sure, yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, yeah, everybody should go watch that, obviously, and
Obviously.
follow
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Obvi.
Clear.
I'm in it.
I'm really interested. If anyone listened to all the podcasts that we've done and they haven't watched Bagged and Bored,
It's
they're a
crying
very
shame.
patient person. Like, they
Yeah.
don't know what we're talking
Or
about.
they just really like us.
They don't know. Yeah, right. They don't know what we're talking about on several episodes.
Right.
I'm gonna take it one further. Hey, if that's you, fuck you. Watch Bagged and Bored. I'll say it.
I think
We were
that's
all thinking it.
yeah, that should be a quote that goes on the Blu-ray.
Hey, fuck you. Watch Bagged and Bored.
I'll save that
Maybe even-
soundbite for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Maybe even just shorten it. Just Bagged and Bored season 1. Hey,
Fuck you. Yeah. That's all you need. That's all. The rest is implied.
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thanks for being on, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Obviously,
This is a
you'll
lot
be
of
back.
fun.
So,
Sure.
yeah, it was a good time.
Thank you.
So, what do you guys want to talk about now?
I looked up Dean Jones, the guy that played that evil vet.
What else is he?
Thank you for listening, DNN.